side is absolutely jam-packed with the parents and friends. Watch the game live. You can do it on your computer.
These kind of go sideways, and so there is a bar in the middle. There's nothing we can do.
So they gave it to us there.
What does CBS know?
Yeah. Exactly.
They haven't been Pat Summerall left. You know what I'm saying?
Good point. It does.
I actually had a Pat Summerall autographed picture. I was a New York Giants fan when he played for the New York.
At the time.
All right, we've had the coin toss, and Kuna will kick off. Bishop Kelly. For the most part, maybe over in the right side.
All black with their spear on the side of the helmet. Man spear on the side. BK and their traditional white.
Like a basketball game. I haven't heard that song, you know, out there, you know, getting ready. There. They'll get ready to receive this.
Crowd is pumped. They're ready to go.
Yep. Rex Irby will be deep, as will Luke Burley. Where's the tight end number, 88? Both teams 4-2, both teams 2-0 in 4A SIC. Kuna number 6, and I think probably could be a little. But we'll see tonight. Here's the kickoff. It's going to be taken at about the 9-yard. He's 5'9", 185-pound running back.
Jake Wen, the caveman.
Up, looks like a different quarterback in there now. Rick Herbie takes it on the direct snap, runs it left side, gets grabbed there at about the 25-yard. Further he could.
And I think we got a fumble on the play. They're fighting at the bottom of that pile, and which
I think it's going to stay with BK. I thought he held on right. The tackler actually tackled the ball, not the almost.
Yeah, that was a unit that time. Nice containment out there. That's
gain of a couple there to be center. Start with the wild. It up, bouncing it outside, and that's Burley, and he's down the sidelines to mid. He had nowhere to go up, and they bounced him early. Dave.
And I'll tell you, Wayne, if it were not for Matt McLean making just a nice out of bounds, that one would have gone.
It's right up the middle, and then everybody was just kind of bounced into the middle, and he bounced outside and on down the sideline. Midfield for BK. No score, just away here. Back to pass, rolling to the right. King throws it underneath the coverage. It is complete, and that's first down and a nice catch and run by John Baumgartner.
That was quite a collision. Kyle Johnson on the sidelines over there. He just ran into that receiver. It was a collision.
An 11-yard pickup all the way to 49. Now they're going to mark it back right at the 40. So it's just another Gardner.
Lights beginning to take over the field right now as the sun is setting quickly.
Bronson King up under center. King hands it off right side. Nothing there at all for Ivan Torres. Torres is going to be dropped for about a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, that was a big play at that time. I think it was Matt McLean coming in from the side, just bringing him down for a loss.
Well, they were kind to him. They said it was only a yard loss, so it'll be 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, they gave him forward progress and a little.
Couple of wide receivers to the right. Vince Singleman. King up under center. No shotgun here. Takes the snap. Hands it off right up the middle. And again, nothing really there for Torres. Ivan Torres bounced back, and now there's a flag.
Yep, that was a dumb play that time. Number 22, Dylan Rowe, they were just kind of pushing him back. He decided to give him one extra kind of shove and twist at the end, and so they're going to call a little bit of unnecessary roughness on the Caveman. Fans not happy about it, but you know what? Probably the right call.
Well, and I saw that. I mean, the official could have let it go, but by the same time, you got to play the whistle. And you and I both saw that he wasn't playing the whistle.
Nope. Yeah, they're going to catch on that one all the time just to try to keep this emotional game in check.
The only good thing about it, well, there's no good thing about it. I had the wrong official because they're moving it all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Yeah. I thought they were going to mark it from where it happened, but they didn't. They marked it from the line of scrimmage, so it's now the ball for BK is all the way down to the 24-yard line, 1st down and 10. They're moving right down the field on this drive. Pitch out right side to Burley. Burley's got a little bit of running room. Makes one tackler miss, and he gets about 10 yards down to the 15.
Yeah, nice hole opening at that time as the Bishop Kelly Knights on that right-hand side of the line just handling the left-hand side of the defense.
Boy, when you've got a game like this, you cannot make mental mistakes like that, you know, and give them a 1st down and get them deep into your territory. Now with 2nd down and 1 from the 15-yard line, obviously the Cavemen fighting it on defense. Already hands on hips. They're kind of like, this is not what we wanted to do. We wanted to get them 3 and out.
One of your guys did it himself with that penalty.
Yep. King hands off to the second back through, and I think he's got the 1st down. A nice little run there by Jake Jorgensen.
Yeah, defense doing a pretty good job by the defensive line of really plugging things up. Number 41 coming in there, that's Marty Emery, who made the tackle out of that linebacker spot. But the D-line for the Cavemen doing very well.
Ball's at the, let's make it the 13-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the Kuna 13. Clock running, 8:55 to go here, 1st period. No score yet. We had to kick off, and from the 23-yard line, the Knights have taken it all the way down to the 13. King up under center, hands it off to Burley. He's met at the line of scrimmage, nothing there. And again, he doesn't go down, but this time the Caveman defense lets him go.
Yeah, Jackson Owen, one of the guys on the tackle there, but they did. They came out saying, no, we're behaving this time.
That's the sad part, because they had, Bishop Kelly stopped until the personal foul. No gain at all. That's still at the 13-yard line. Actually, they're going to give him 1 yard to the 12, so it'll be 2nd down and 9. King. They come up in the triple I formation. Don't see that very often. But Burley, the last man, they pitch it out to Burley, so it's a power I right, and they just take that sweep right inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line. It'll be short of a 1st, but it'll be 3rd and short. Yeah,
so they're right down to that crucial time right now where they have a chance at, I don't know the last time I saw that power I stacked up like that. Somebody actually ran out of it.
Right at the 8-yard line, so it's still going to be 3rd and a long 4, so it's not an easy 3rd down play right here.
I'm waiting for the wishbone.
Clock continuing to run, as have the Bishop Kelly Knights for that matter. 7.5 to go, 1st period, no score. 3rd down and 4 from the 9-yard line. Bishop Kelly has the football. From the shotgun now is Bronson King.
And a flag is down on play.
And that's all the way in the backfield. Delay a game is going to back it up to the 18.
Wow, BK shooting himself in the foot there. That is just not a smart play at all by the Knights. You've got to keep control of the clock.
Back to the 13-yard line is what I meant. So 7:20 to go. The clock stopped on that penalty. Now it's a 3rd down, and for all intents and purposes, 10 yards. They've got to get it down to the 3-yard line for a 1st down. Up under center is King. King again with that triple I. In the backfield. Pitches it left side to Burley. He goes straight up the middle. He's not going to get there. He stopped at the 10 after a gain of 3. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 7.
Yeah, Burley met Jackson Owen and crew from the Cavemen, and that was the end of that. They're playing real tough in that on that line in the defensive end positions.
Yeah, they're making the best out of that personal foul that gave BK a first down. It looks like BK may go for a field goal here. So they're going to set it up, and it's going to be kicked from about the 17-yard line. So it'll be a 27-yard field goal attempt coming up here by Vince Singleman. So Singleman from 27 yards out. Here's the snap. The hold is down. The kick is up. Has plenty of leg, and it's right through. So it's 6:30 to go here in the first half. BK marches from their own 23 and gets a 27-yard field goal to take a 3-0 lead. We'll take a 1-minute break. We'll be back. BK 3, Kuna nothing on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
Buying a home is a major financial commitment. The home you choose must fit your needs and budget. What size of home to buy and how much you can afford are choices you'll live with for years to come. Home buyer education services offered throughout Idaho can help you make correct choices in purchasing a home. A list of home buyer education providers can be found online at finance.idaho.gov. That's finance.idaho.gov. Sponsored by the Idaho Department of Finance, the Idaho State Broadcasters Association, and this station.
Go Wireless is your local, trusted Verizon Wireless premium retailer dedicated to serving you and providing you with excellent customer service. With 15 locations across the Treasure Valley, their team is here to help you with all your wireless needs. Whether it's time for an upgrade or you're looking to save money on your monthly bill, stop by and let one of their friendly consultants take care of you. Go Wireless wants to take care of you and provide you with only the very best customer service. Shop local and stay connected with Go Wireless.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
We are back here, and Singleman kicks it off, and that ball is taken by Josh Rumsey, and he's going to get it out to about the 17-yard line is all.
Yeah, he ran into a brick wall right away, and that one just stopped that.
All right, so here we go. Kuna with the football, down 3-0. A good defensive stand after they seemed to be out of trouble, Dave, and then had that 15-yard personal foul penalty that gave BK new life. And it looks like it's going to be Tyson Fuss at quarterback to start this game. Ben Rui was at quarterback the first time we saw him. Fuss took over from last week, had a pretty good game. He throws it out in the flat to Johnson. Johnson catches it, thought about throwing it, but he doesn't. Jake Johnson, the big 6'6" wide receiver, was behind the line of scrimmage, caught it, looked downfield to throw, but then decided to run and got about 4 yards.
And it was another Jake Jorgensen, who made the tackle on the sideline.
All right, Tyson Fuss at QB. Got a couple of big tight ends in there. Kyler Ray is tight end, 6'4". Handoff up the middle. I think there may have been, nope, there was no fumble. I thought for a minute there was a fumble as players were diving, but just nowhere to go, so it's going to be 3rd and long.
And name again here, Jake Jorgensen right in the middle there, blocking that thing up, keeping any gain from coming around.
Josh Rumsey, nowhere to go up the middle, so 3rd down and 6. Now nobody in the backfield. They've got 3 or maybe even 4 receivers in the pattern. Rumsey in motion. They hand it off to him, and it didn't fool anybody.
Yeah, both of these teams just trying to test the middle and see, just to see how good they are. And both the defenses holding it pretty well.
Rumsey only got 2, and so it's going to bring up 4th down and 5.
Big number 55, Erwin Harrison, kind of plugging up the middle there that time.
So BK now will send back a couple of guys. Travis Allenbaum will be back there to receive this punt from Jake Johnson. Jake Johnson, the 6'6" wide receiver, rolls to his right, kicks it. Boy, I tell you what, he gets that off. Nice Byron kick. Fair catch called for, and it's called for there by Jesse Fordham at about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, he almost had that blocked. He took a long time by the time that snap got back there, adjusted the threads of the ball, took a good look at it, read, it's a Wilson, and then finally got that kickoff and almost had that thing blocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was a coach on the BK side, I'd say, wait a minute, if he's taking that long to kick it, we're going for it next time.
All right, let's see what BK can do. They drove from their own 23 and ended up getting a 27-yard field goal off the foot of Singleman, and it's 3-0 in favor of Bishop Kelly. Once again, Bronson King at quarterback has a man in motion. Handoff up the middle. Pushing out to about the 40 and still going to the 43-yard line. Wow.
We'll just call that the scrum.
Yeah,
Up the middle.
that's exactly. They just couldn't find the running back, Ivan Torres, and he just kept going. He got 8 yards.
Lindsey Reed coming up off the bottom of that stack for the Cavemen.
2nd down and 2. And in motion. King up under center. Hands it off right up the middle. Big gaping hole across the 50 into Kuna territory. Nice big run there. And once again, that is Ivan Torres.
Joe Savarina is the guy who made the tackle. Joe's, of course, playing safety, and you don't want your safety making those tackles. That's not a good sign.
Torres gets it to the 48 of Kuna. Kuna doing a lot of damage here on the ground. They're running that clock, and they're just kind of running the ball, and that's what Tim Brennan said they would do. And if they can be successful running this football, you know, it's going to be a long night for the Caveman defense. Let's see what they do here. King, handoff to Burley. Burley off the right tackle, gets to the 45-yard line, pick up a 3.
Jesse Cordum was one of the players in on the tackle for Kuna. Plays that right defensive end. Kuna going with that 4-man down front. BK, again, I think this is only the 2nd or 3rd game maybe this season we've seen where they actually huddle up.
All right, here comes BK. Tom Derry goes wide to the right as a receiver. Lone setback. They send Burley in motion. Hand it off to him around the right side. He's got a couple of blockers in front of him, including Torres, and he gets it inside the 40 down to about the 38-yard line. And let's see where they actually mark him out of bounds. He went right out near the stick.
Yep.
And they're giving him a 1st down at the 37.
Boy, that was a tough one. That time, number 44, Owen Jackson just came knifing through the middle, but got a hand on him, but wasn't able really to bring him down.
Again, the pass has gone by the wayside here as BK just continues to run the football. Torres, the back, send a man in motion. They hand it off to Torres up the middle. Nice blocking, and he's going to get 4 and a cloud of dust, if you will.
Yep, and if you can do that on 1st down, just keep, picking away, get 4 yards here, 4 yards there. You set up really nice. Kyler Ray getting the tackle that time for the Cavemen.
What you do, you just beat up on that defense, Dave. They're out there, right now the Kuna offense has seen 3 plays.
Yeah.
And so now, the Kuna defense has been out there the whole night. And it's, with 2:30 to go here in the 1st period, it is starting to get long already. King up under center from the I formation, play action fake, rolling to his left, looks underneath the coverage, throws it, and it's complete at the 30-yard line. So that's our first pass, but that was almost like a running play right there, and it was complete to Baumgartner.
Yep, Kyle Johnson got wrapped up his leg and just held on for dear life till the rest of the Kuna team could get over and make that tackle.
Right at the 30-yard line. So it's 3rd and 3 from the 30.
My guess is they're going to run the ball. Just thinking.
2 minutes. Now under 2 minutes to play here. 1st period. 3-0 Bishop Kelly if you just joined us. Wayne DeZubak along with Dave Burnett. We are here. It's our Jackson's High School game of the week. Here comes out of the triple I, and I think Tim Brennan called a timeout before they were going to get hit with a delay of game penalty, which would have made it 3rd down and about 8 instead of 3rd and 3.
Yeah, you got to really watch yourself on that clock and just, behave yourself when you're looking at it and manage the clock well.
Dave, quick moving 1st period here, 1:50 to go, and that's mainly because of the run game.
Yeah, we've seen 2 passes, 1 pass.
Yep.
Just 1 pass.
And they've been real safety passes. They've not been down this, they've just been kind of like what a lot of teams do nowadays, spread you out, throw it underneath the coverage, so it's like a running game.
Yep, dink and dunk and just see if the guy on the outside can shake something loose. Oregon has made a living at that.
Oh, yeah. Years ago when I was calling BSU games, it was kind of interesting that Montana made a living out of that. You remember the Dickinson days?
Oh, yeah.
They would do the same thing. The yards after catch were unbelievable for the Grizzlies of Montana at that time.
Yep.
And it was frustrating because they complete a 5-yard pass and get 25 yards out of it.
And if you can run a fast-moving offense with that, it really tires the defense out.
Absolutely. All right, so now it's 3rd down and 3 after the timeout by BK. They come out with a triple I set. King up under quarterback, pitches it right side to Burley. He's going to kick it outside. Let's see what he can do. Got one man to beat, gets the first down. He's at the 20 and out of bounds at about the 18-yard line.
I'll tell you, Wayne Burley is having one heck of a game for Bishop Kelly tonight as he's been in motion. He's been getting those sweeps, running up the middle when they're in that triple I. He is having a great game.
He's definitely getting to the corner before the Kuna defense, and he got it down to the 19 before he stepped out of bounds. So a first down, and that's about the only thing that's stopping the clock here in the first period. Now they started. I guess he didn't get out of bounds.
By the way, watching these players carefully, we will select a player of the game for each team for the Jackson's player of the game at the end of this one.
All right, here we go again from that triple I. Torres, the running back, and now he gets it. Now he's going to throw. They throw it back against the grain to the quarterback. A quarterback throw, and it's caught by King, but he's down at the 18-yard line. Didn't fool anybody. Only a 1-yard gain, and it wasn't Torres. It was Ben Ruby that was back there.
Yeah, Dylan Rowe played that very well. He came up, and he saw the quarterback coming out in the flat and thought, that's not happening. So he played that one well. That was well coached.
You know what's interesting, I was wondering why the tailback was so far back. He was farther back than Torres would have been. It was almost a kid, you know.
In poker, they call it a
hint,
tell.
Yeah, a hint that they were going to do something different. Man in motion going to his right. Up the middle they go. This is Torres off right tackle, and he had a big hole inside the 15, down to the 13-yard line.
Yep, he did. He had a great big hole, but then came crashing. It was Marty Emery who made the tackle coming in from that linebacker spot.
Clock continues to roll. Under 25 seconds to go here in the first period. It's a 3rd down and 4. Another big play coming up here for the Caveman defense, trying to get off the field. They've been on the field this whole first quarter except for 3 plays.
Wow. Yeah, there's some serious hands on the hips over there.
Singleman goes wide to the right on a 3rd and 3. Let's see if King will put it up in the air. He's got Burley at running back, and he sends a man in motion, and then a timeout again.
Yep, BK's calling timeout.
I think they were running out of clock again, Dave. Well, actually, they kind of were. They had 2 seconds left in the first period, and they would have run out of game clock or play clock.
So they called a timeout. Not quite sure why. Why not just let it run out and start in the next quarter? Huh. By the way, I want to mention again, we do have live video streaming going for you tonight. You can listen and watch the game at 630thefan.com, or if you're out and about, it will be up online. You can watch the game later as we'll have that posted. And if it's not on the front page after the weekend, just go to our high school page, which we try to keep that complete and active for you, and you can watch the game at your convenience and leisure.
Wish we had smell radio, because I'm telling you right now, the odor that's drifting in.
The wind has shifted.
Yeah, the wind shifted or something happened.
Yeah, it's blowing out of the east, and as we stand looking over there, there's about 300 dairy cows. Hence, the flies will be thicker yet.
It's not an ocean breeze, let me put it that way. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 3. King as Burley sends a man in motion. Pitches it to Burley, right side. He's going to run it. Kuna trying to stop it. It's going to be close. They come up to the 10-yard line. Do they make the stop in time? He had to get to about the 9.5, and they're marking it down right at about the 10.
A lot of arm tackles that time on that left-hand defensive side for Kuna. Finally, Dylan Rowe making the tackle there.
Looks like they gave him the 9.5, and I think that's going to be a first down, but we'll have to wait. Suspension or suspense until we start the second quarter. That's the end of the first quarter, and we'll be back. 3-0. Bishop Kelly leads Kuna on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
In 1975, John Jackson started Jackson's Food Stores with one service station. Now Jackson's is more than 200 stores strong in 5 states, and they invite you to stop in to help celebrate their 40th anniversary. Jackson's takes pride in serving the Treasure Valley, not just with their great products, but also with their dedication to community, having raised millions for charity. In fact, Jackson's Food Store supports the 630 The Fan MVP Fund benefiting student athletes. Jackson's Food Stores, homegrown in the Treasure Valley.
Mountain West Bank is proud to sponsor these broadcasts of Treasure Valley High School football. Together with our totally free checking, competitive rates on loans, and other community efforts, it's how we try to make every community we're part of a little better. We love Southern Idaho, and we try to make every one of our branches a place where you love to bank. Thank you. Oh, and one more thing.
Go Treasure Valley!
Mountain West Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Back in Kuna, the Cavemen trying to stop this Bishop Kelly running offense. Bishop Kelly leads at 3-0. Wayne Zubak, Dave Burnett with you as we start the second period. It's a 1st and goal to go for the Knights of BK from the 9-yard line. And the official called a timeout to go over and talk with Ian Smart about something. I'm not sure what, the head coach of Kuna. But here comes Kuna now. 1st and goal to go from the 9. They've got that triple I formation out there. Jorgensen, the running back. And he's the third back through. Right side. He's just chugging those legs down close to the 5-yard line before they bring him down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
I'll tell you what, he is having one heck of a night out here, and he's going to be one tired kid. You know, you talk about the defense being on the field, but that offense has been on the field all but 3 plays as well.
So Jorgensen stays in there. 6'1", 203-pounder. Up the middle, pounding it, in for the touchdown. From 5 yards out, Jorgensen scores, and it's 9-0 in favor of Bishop Kelly.
Well, they did it the old-fashioned way. It was, what was it, Chuck Knox? Was he ground chuck?
Yeah, ground chuck,
He
yeah.
just ground it out and made the score.
All the way down the field, he threw one pass, and that was just kind of underneath the coverage to Baumgartner. So the try for the extra point. And the kick is up. And it is good. They had a new kicker that time. I had to wait and see. That time they had Travis Allenbaugh kicking, and actually they had the other kicker, Vince Singleman, holding. So little trickeration, if you would. I don't know. 11:32 to go here in the first half. It's now Bishop Kelly 10 and Kuna nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
We joined Pioneer because we had all of our money at another financial institution and it just wasn't easy. And I thought, this could be better. There's no reason it has to be like this.
With PFCU's Reward U Checking, it is better. Reward U Checking pays you 2% APY on balances up to $10,000. Go to pioneerfcu.org/rewards checking. APY is annual percentage yield. Qualifications must be met each month. Federally insured by NCUA.
Moving your money forward.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Okay, a first down at the Caveman 33-yard line. Handed off at the middle. Burley down to the 30, a 3-yard gain. Second down and 7. Thing of it is, it was one-on-one out there, Dave, and I'll let it go after this. But that, you know, Cordham had his hands all over the defensive back. There was no question about that one.
But you are in a plaid shirt, not a striped shirt, so.
That's not plaid. Well, I guess it is plaid.
It is a little tiny.
I didn't think it was plaid per se.
Very Scottish.
I thought it was, you know, a nice design, if you will. I did wear a sweater vest this morning, by the way. Back to pass. King looking underneath the coverage, incomplete. And now we got a flag again, and it looks like this one's going to be against Kuna again. The pass that time was intended for Mark Eaton.
Yeah, Matt McLean was the defender on that one, probably got into his back a little bit. But, you know, at that point you'd think maybe a makeup call, but that's not going to be a makeup call.
Pass interference against Kuna again. Second one on this drive.
That's getting the crowd riled up.
That one I couldn't tell. That, the other one I'm really safe to say I think it was not a good call. But this one, I couldn't tell.
He was right on his back. That very well could have been the call.
And it's going to move it inside about the 15-yard line, so it's going to be first down. So 2 big pass interference calls here against Kuna.
Yeah, really not what the Cavemen want to have happen at this point.
Bronson King up under center. He's got that triple I again. Pitch it to Burley. Burley a couple of yards off left tackle, and that's about it.
I'm not keeping count. I don't know how many times Burley has carried the ball now, but he has just been a workhorse for Bishop Kelly tonight.
Not much there. They're going to actually say it was stopped for about a yard gain is all.
All right, right now is where the Cavemen need to just shake it off, forget the penalty, shake it off. You got them second and long. Play it tough. Here comes the pass.
Bottom line, your offense hasn't been out there much at all tonight, and you're only down 10-0. Here we go. Second down and 9 for for Bishop Kelly. Hand it off to the second man through. That's the fullback, Jorgensen. Not much there.
Number 41 that time. That's Marty Emery coming up to make that tackle from that defensive end spot.
So now you got a third down and about 6. So a couple of yard gain there by Jake Jorgensen, the fullback. And now Kuna, obviously, they've got a kicker who can kick a field goal from here. They've had Singleman hit a 27-yarder. But they're probably going to, I think if they get some decent yardage on this, they're going to be in 2-down territory. King underneath the center. Back to pass, rolling to his right, looking in the end zone, then throws underneath the coverage, and it's complete to Baumgartner, and Baumgartner rumbles down to about the 1-yard line.
Yeah, Tyler O'Neill came up and saved the touchdown as he made that stop right before the goal line.
John Baumgartner, 225 pounds, just got it right down to the 1-yard line. So first and goal for BK, trying to take a 17-point margin here on the home field of the Kuna Cavemen. Again, that triple I. And the quarterbacker just keeps it up the middle, touchdown. So Bronson King just with the quarterback sneak, and it's 16-0 with 3:50 to go here in the first half. It's been all Bishop Kelly tonight, and Kuna still looking for its first down of the game.
Well, that's a tough one. 2 pass interference calls on BK really set him back on that one.
Extra point attempt coming up. And it'll be Travis Alaba to try to kick the extra point. Singleman will hold. And they lose the snap. Alaba has it, trying to run it for the extra point. Now they throw into the end zone, and it's good. They get 2 points out of it. So a botched snap, and Alaba picked it up, rolled to his left, and threw it out and into the end zone, and it was caught there. The catch was made by Mark Eden, and it's a 2-point conversion. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Our score now with 3:50 to go in the first half. Bishop Kelly 18, Kuna nothing on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
You see a doctor when you don't feel well. When you have a foot or ankle injury, you should see a specialist. At Foot and Ankle Medical Center, Dr. Burke and Dr. Martin specialize in all things below the knee. Sprains, breaks, wounds, even old sports injuries. Foot and Ankle Medical Center has offices in Nampa, Emmett, Mountain Home, and Fruitland. So no matter what end of the valley you're on, there's an office nearby, and you don't need a referral. Foot and Ankle Medical Center, specialists in everything below the knee. Online, footandanklemedicalcenter.com.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Here in Kuna, 18-0 with 3:50 to go in the first half. Wayne DeZubak along with Dave Burnett. Welcome to our Friday night high school football game. 6:30 The Fan, home for high school football. Kick is going back deep, and it's going to be taken there by Troutman. Troutman right side out to the 15, out to the 25, breaks it loose. He's out to the 30 and the 35-yard line as he gets down to the sidelines. Broke a couple of tackles, and a nice return by Troutman.
All right, now, Wayne, at this point, Kuna really needs to try to take advantage of something positive that has happened here. Try to get out, sustain the drive, get a first down, get another first down, try to get down and put 7 on the board. They really need this right now.
Cody Troutman stepped out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. Let's see if they change quarterbacks. Nope. They're going to stay with Tyson Fuss. He's a junior, 5'9". Again, Kuna looking for its first down of the night. Handoff. Up the middle. Busting through is Rumsey. And Rumsey across the 45-yard line to about the 46. That could be good enough for a first down. And it is the first down of the night. There you go.
Ben Hervey made the tackle on that play. Almost ripped that ball loose at the end of that play, but he was able to tuck it away and get that first down.
That's the first time the fans have been able to say that. First down. Hand it off. Nope. Yep. Up the middle. Nothing there. That time Baumgartner right there, and he's able to put the stops on Taylor Dustin before he get going.
Yeah, Baumgartner having a great night at defense there for Bishop Kelly.
So a couple of changes now at running back. Taylor Dustin, a junior, 5'9", 190. So he's not big, but, 190, 5'9", that's a tough dude to bring down, I guarantee you.
Low center of gravity.
Yep, absolutely. I hated those guys. Handed up to Dustin again. Kicks it outside. He's at midfield. Busts the tackle. And he's got all the way down to the 45-yard line, but hold on. We got a flag in the backfield holding against Kuna. Can you believe it?
Yeah,
they're not catching any breaks tonight.
They aren't, but that was a penalty. We all saw it up in the press box up here as he was making that sweep around the end as there was kind of a hold to the back. Fans aren't happy about it.
Yeah, you all may have seen it, but the fans didn't see it.
Well, they may have saw it, but after the after the pass interference calls, they're not going to cut any slack to the Zebra crew.
Yeah, the officials have worn out their welcome here in Kuna tonight.
Yeah, I think they have.
And they still got 2:47 to go in the first half.
Honey, warm up the car.
Yep. All right, that brings it back to the 34-yard line. We're second down and about 25. Fuss trying to fake it, now runs it, and he's not going to get anywhere. He is met head on right there. A nice tackle made by Ben Hurley. Ruby, rather.
Yeah, interesting name spelled H-R-U-B-Y.
Ruby, I think.
Ruby. I think it's an old Kenny Rogers song.
Yeah, Ruby, don't take your tackle to town.
Yeah, take Ruby.
All right, gain of about a yard, so it'll be third down and 24. Doesn't sound much better than second down and 25. Man in motion. Fuss. Play action fake. Throws out in the flat. Incomplete.
Get on that ball. That was a backwards pass.
It was close. Jake Wynn couldn't catch it, but like Dave said, it could have been a backwards pass. You got to fall on it just to make sure.
Yep. That would have been questionable.
So that time, Dave, they got to move the ball, but a huge holding penalty wipes out. I mean, it was like a 40-yard penalty. Really.
Yeah. With the run back they had on that punt, they had good field position.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, we got a man checking in late here.
Pay attention.
All right, he gets in though. Still plenty of time. Fourth down, and Jake Johnson getting ready to kick it away. Johnson gets it off. This one's a boomer off of his foot, and it's taken there and tackled out at the 30-yard line. Travis Hollenbaugh just kind of made a nice grab, and I tell you what, he doesn't mess around. He goes after that ball, and he was able to get it out to about the 30-yard line.
At that time, one of the BK players, the Kuna players, coming up kind of an ankle tackle, but brought him down.
Now they're going to say that he flew, and I mean with the ankle tackle, he flew forward, and his knee didn't touch until the 33. So BK has it at the 33-yard line, up 18-0 with 1:54 to go here. Let's see if BK is happy with the 18-0 lead, or if they're going to kind of try to do something tricky here.
I think you're probably going to see him just run it right down the throat of that Kuna defense again.
All right, Bronson King up at quarterback under center, has the I formation behind him. Baumgartner at the fullback. Play action fake. Nope, they're going for it deep. Look down, they got Singleman, beat his coverage. Singleman can't find it. Nice move on the ball that time at the last second by Cody Troutman to knock it away, or else Singleman would have had it.
Yeah, Cody had a great comeback. He was beat by about 2 yards, but he came back and got his hands up in the big receiver's face and knocked that ball down. That was great defensive second effort there.
They did go for it, though, Dave.
They did. I was surprised. I figured they'd just run that thing right up the middle.
Now they've got second down and 10.
Yeah, so at this point, this would be the time that they typically would throw. but we'll see what happens. Maybe they'll switch it up.
Maybe they'll go the way things are going for the BK defense against that Kuna offense. They may just try 3 big long plays here, see what happens. Or maybe not. They hand it off to Baumgartner. He's trying to break a couple of tackles. He'll get to the 32-yard line. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, he got right in the teeth of that defensive line, and there was nothing there.
And Kuna calls timeout. We'll hold it here. Kuna wants to hold timeout, hoping that on 3rd down and 10, they will stop him here and have a chance with a minute 38 or about a minute 20 or so to get something going on offense.
Yeah, and right now for Kuna, you know, you had the unnecessary roughness penalty. You had the one defensive interference call, which, you know, was real iffy. Then another one right followed it up. You know, penalties have really been tough on Kuna. You know, for the fact that their offense has not been on the field very long, they're still not out of this game, but they're going to have to find some way to stop that BK run.
Don't forget, at the end of each game, 6:30 The Fan will name a Jackson's Food Store's most valuable player for each team, and Jackson's Food Stores will donate $100 to the athletic department of each player's school. 6:30 The Fan and Jackson's Food Stores supporting high school sports right here in the Treasure Valley.
I think I know right now if I had to vote which way I'd go for BK, Kuna, still up for grabs. I mean, nobody on offense has really shined yet. You got a couple of defensive guys have been messing it up in there for BK, but I think I know which way I'd go on that.
Long way to go yet in this game. Let's see if Kuna can get back into it. This is a big play, at least to try, if nothing else, to stay only 18-0 down at half. 3rd down, and King is back to pass. He's rolling to his right, looking, they're stretching it out, he throws it away. Good decision by King to throw it away. Everybody was covered down deep.
Yep, that was a smart play, and as I've mentioned in the weeks past, that's always difficult when, you know, you had Johnson out there close to being in an area to catch the ball, but to teach a high school kid better to throw it away and punt the ball than to try to force it in there.
Hey, here's my thought, though. I mean, the incomplete pass stops the clock. If you had run it, you still wouldn't have made it, maybe. Or maybe you would have the way things were going. But if you didn't, you at least keep the clock going, and you force Kuna to take another timeout, giving them one less to use when they do get the ball back. And we've got a flag down at the snap. Let's see if it's delay of game again. That way, if it is, we'll back it up 5 yards or what it was.
Let's see what we got. And
illegal procedure against PK, so that'll back it up. It'll be 4th down and 15 now.
So there's a good chance the Cavemen will get the ball at midfield anyway.
So Bishop Kelly will be, Ben Ruby now is going to be all the way back to about his 15, inside his 15-yard line to punt this ball.
And I think we're going to have a timeout for BK.
BK called timeout to talk it over, and we still got a minute 31 to go. Let's do this. Let's take a 30-second break. We'll be back for the final 131 of this first half. You're listening to high school football right here on 6:30 The Fan. Bishop Kelly, 18, Kuna nothing, with a minute 31 to go here in the first half.
Hey Treasure Valley, Steve's Hometown Toyota in Ontario is all about the hometown game. Steve is a proud sponsor of high school sports and student athletes, and Steve wants to be your hometown dealer. Steve's Hometown Toyota is the Valley's only 13-time Toyota President's Award winner for customer satisfaction, and they promise the short drive to Ontario will be worth big savings. Dare to compare and discover the Steve's Hometown Toyota difference, the hometown dealer supporting the hometown game. That's Steve's Hometown Toyota in Ontario.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
All right, Ben Ruby back to kick it away for Bishop Kelly on a 4th down and 15. He's at his own 15. Here comes the pressure. He does get it off, end over end kick. Troutman's going to up. Did he touch it or not? He went to grab it, didn't, and got away from it. I don't think he did touch it, but the BK players thought he might have, but the officials say no, he didn't.
Wow.
So they'll down it at about the 20-yard line. Boy, that was...
it looked like he touched it from here, but his body language says he did not, because he didn't even make an effort for it after he backed off.
Hey, you know, the thing of it is you almost got to get up there right where he was and make that catch, even if you call for a fair catch. Yeah. But at the last second, bounced out of the way, and that ball came dangerously close to hitting him in the leg.
By the way, if you are headed home right now, or maybe if you have your smartphone, 630thefan.com, live video streaming of it, and it'll be online for you to watch through the course of the week as well.
All right, Kuna with a minute 19 to work. They've got the ball thrown 20-yard line. Tyler Fuss at quarterback. Fuss sends a man in motion, back to pass, looks down the field, throws it deep, has a man there, and a great catch out at the 45-yard line That was the toughest catch of the night, and it was by Cody Troutman.
Yeah, and Troutman came down on the defender. Can't see on that far sideline who it was. Came down on him, just kind of crushed him as he landed right on him.
There were a couple of catches that could have been made that would have given Kuna a first down that were a lot easier to make than that one was.
Yeah, player not getting up right away. I'm sure he at the very least, had the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, like you say, Troutman came right down on top of him. I can't pick up a number even with the binoculars here. So we'll hold it here for a couple seconds. But that got the ball all the way out to the 45-yard line with 1:13 to go.
Well,
18-0 is our score right now, BK.
Travis Allenby, I know, was in coverage on that corner over on that side. I'm not sure if it was him or not. Number 4.
Yep, that's who it was.
He is up on his own power, though.
So Allenby's okay.
He's wondering what time he needs to turn his homework in. He's not quite sure where he's at right now.
So let's see. At the just right outside the 45 at the 46-yard line. Tyson Fuss in the shotgun. Again, back to pass. Here comes the pressure, and he's going to be sacked back at the 40-yard line. Tyson Fuss had no chances. BK brought everybody.
Yep, they did bring everybody, but it was number 34 that time making the tackle. And that, of course, Jake Jorgensen.
Kuna forced to use one of their timeouts. It's going to be a second down and long, 16 or so. We'll hold it here again. You know, next week we're kind of looking at a couple of different games. One of the games that I like, but it depends on what happens tonight, Dave, is Timberline and Capital next week. If both those teams win tonight, both are favored to win tonight. If they do, it's going to be a game with a lot of playoff, ramifications for both those teams.
They're on the bubble, both of those teams. I mean, a win between the two of them next week, of course, depending on what happens tonight, but they're both on the bubble as to whether they're going to make it in the playoffs or not. So that could be a real big game for us to do next week.
Timberline, one of those teams that had a great start, 5-0, and then lost the other day, and so now if they can win, be 6-1. Capital's been up and down, but the thing of it is, both, if they win tonight, would be 2-1 in league play, and really chasing after those guys that are undefeated. So we'll see. All right, here we go. 56 seconds to go, first half. Our score: Bishop Kelly 18, Kuna nothing. Caven with a second down and 15 just outside their own 40-yard line. Officials talking about something as they kind of delay play here.
They're wondering if they can catch the video stream and see themselves during the week. Oh, maybe not.
All right, here we go. Fuss almost drops the football. Has it, throws it over the middle, has a man open, and it's complete out of the 43-yard line. A great catch by Jerome Miller. This time he caught it, and it's going to be a first down. So another first down, and there's 50 seconds to go as they stop the clock on the first down, but then they'll start it as soon as they get everybody lined up. So now they start the clock, 48 seconds to go. Fuss calling the signal from the shotgun. Has one man behind him. Here comes the blitz up the middle. Throws over the middle and incomplete. And there's a flag down.
Yep.
Let's see who got the call this time.
Well, the interesting thing is I don't know that ball was catchable, but the refs didn't see it that way. Unless it was just holding. Couldn't see the backside of his jersey.
Let's see who they call it against. I'm assuming it's going to be against Bishop Kelly, and it is. Pass interference against BK. And that's going to give Kuna a first down inside the 30-yard line.
Wayne, how huge would it be if the Cavemen were able to put some points on the board going into the half?
Yep. 23-yard line is where they've got it. 38 seconds to go. Kuna has one more timeout. And again, as I go back to that play where they passed and they stopped the clock there, BK did.
Yep.
Kuna would have been out of timeouts right now had they just run the ball and then punted and forced Kuna to make another timeout.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yep. So Kuna has a first down. Now they're going to back it up. I'm not sure if they marked the penalty off wrong, but they're going to bring it back to the 27-yard line. That's where they've got it, at the 27-yard line. Still one good pass, and you're in the end zone. Here comes the pressure up the middle. Fuss steps up, has some running room, and he gets it down to about the 23-yard line, and Kuna will have to call their final timeout. And they do, I believe. Oh, I see. They're going the back way. They're going differently. Instead of down, now they've used their second timeout, Dave.
Okay.
So that's their second timeout they've used. So they've got one more to go.
All right.
That's interesting. Usually they start you with 3 and then get you down to, none. But either way, they got another timeout to go with 30 seconds to play here. in the first half, trying to get on the scoreboard.
I mean, you're almost to the point, you're almost in field goal range. Almost, depending how good a kicker they got.
Again, both these teams 4-2 overall. Both these teams 2-0 in the conference play. And Kuna real excited to get this BK team on their home field, but so far it's been all BK, 18-0, and it's been the run that's hurt them the most.
And I'm sure Kuna wants to get something on the board to be able to go into half with something positive. If they don't score now, that is just a heartbreaker.
Kuna spreading the field on a 2nd down and 5 from the 22-yard line. Got a man in motion, Fuss, back to pass, looks, throws underneath the coverage, and incomplete. And again, I'm not sure Jason Wynn was looking for the football.
Yeah, he was looking. He turned the wrong way, and I don't know that he was ready for that ball to be coming at him.
It was a play that would have gotten it to Win at about the 10, and then he could have gotten out of bounds if he'd caught it to stop the clock. He was wide open, and it was almost like a miscommunication.
Yeah, I think to me that one was on the receiver. Just you should have been looking for the ball.
All right, here they go. 3rd down and 5. Got to be in 2-down territory now. Send a man in motion. Look for Jake Johnson, the big guy. If they get one-on-one coverage, and they do. They go that way in the end zone. Jump ball intercepted by Ruby. He goes down the sidelines. The 10, 20, 25, 30, cuts across the field. He's at the 35, 40. He needs to be stopped. He's not. He's at midfield. He's finally caught from behind by Tyson Fuss, the quarterback, at the 41-yard line with 8 seconds to play in the first half.
What a heartbreaker for the Cavemen right now. They had a chance for something good to happen, and the exact opposite took place.
And that was 18, not 10, that made the interception. Let's get it right. Joe Sarabia made the interception. It was 18, not 10. I apologize. So Sarabia with the interception in the end zone brings it all the way back to the Kuna 43-yard line.
Wow. Well, we'll see if BK just wants to take a knee and take it to the halftime, or if they're going to try to put some points on the board here with a few seconds left.
Well, what they did, they threw it, kind of the Hail Mary in the end zone, hoping that 6'6" Jake Johnson could get up there and get it. And Sarabia was there to take it. So they have Torres now. Bishop Kelly does at a running back. Baumgartner also at running back on 1st down. Back to pass. They will go for it deep. They've got a man open, and it is caught at the 20-yard line with 2 seconds to go.
Yeah, had the quarterback had a little more arm, that would have been 6, as where the receiver had to come back to get it.
2 seconds to go. Let's see if they line up and can get it down. And they down it. I see no time on the clock. That's the end of the first half, according to the scoreboard. Let's see what the officials say, whether there's 1 second or not. They're going to put 1 second on the clock. So 1 second on the clock, and that means that they'll get one more playoff here. BK a little confused by it all, and they're going to try a field goal. So Singleman will put it down at the 27-yard line, 26-yard line. So it's 36-yard field goal attempt from the far hash. 36-yarder is on its way, and it is good. 36-yard field goal to end the half. And just when you think maybe Kuna's going to get on the board, Dave, a pass interception by Sarabia, taking it all the way from the end zone back to the 41, a pass completion and a 36-yard field goal. And the next thing you know at halftime is 21-0 in favor of Bishop Kelly.
Wow. That could have gone any worse for Kuna. I don't think it could have. I got everything you wanted to have happen did not happen.
All right, so we are at halftime here in Kuna, and our score, Bishop Kelly, the #1 team in the state, leading the Kuna Cavemen 21-0. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll be back after this on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
In 1975, John Jackson started Jackson's Food Stores with one service station. Now Jackson's is more than 200 stores strong in 5 states, and they invite you to stop in to help celebrate their 40th anniversary. Jackson's takes pride in serving the Treasure Valley, not just with their great products, but also with their dedication to community, having raised millions for charity. In fact, Jackson's Food Stores supports the 630 The Fan MVP Fund benefiting student athletes. Jackson's Food Stores, homegrown in the Treasure Valley. Did you know that a 3-ounce portion of lean beef provides half the daily value of protein? This nutrient-rich protein source gives your body the high-quality protein it needs to perform its best. Eat healthy and shop local to feed your team. Double R Ranch USDA Choice Northwest beef is always available at Albertsons. Head over to the Butcher Block today and join Double R Ranch and Albertsons in their support of our local ranchers.
You see a doctor when you don't feel well. When you have a foot or ankle injury, you should see a specialist. At Foot and Ankle Medical Center, Dr. Burke and Dr. Martin specialize in all things below the knee. Sprains, breaks, wounds, even old sports injuries. Foot and Ankle Medical Center has offices in Nampa, Emmett, Mountain Home, and Fruitland. So no matter what end of the valley you're on, there's an office nearby. And you don't need a referral. Foot and Ankle Medical Center. Specialists in everything below the knee. Online, footandanklemedicalcenter.com.
Go Wireless is your local, trusted Verizon Wireless premium retailer dedicated to serving you and providing you with excellent customer service. With 15 locations across the Treasure Valley, their team is here to help you with all your wireless needs. Whether it's time for an upgrade or you're looking to save money on your monthly bill, stop by and let one of their friendly consultants take care of you. Go Wireless wants to take care of you and provide you with only the very best customer service. Shop local and stay connected with Go Wireless.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
It's halftime here for our Jackson's Food Store Game of the Week here on 630 The Fan. Bishop County, the number 1 4A team in the state, leading Kuna by a score of 21-0 at the break. Wayne Zubak along with Dave Burnett. Dave, any other scores being passed along to you?
I do have a few scores out there. Middleton is beating Caldwell tonight, 21-0 at the half. It's Timberline over Nampa, 14-7. That's at the half as well. And we have Emmett beating Homedale, 20-0. That game at the half.
Here's the big thing. If Middleton wins tonight, BK goes on to win, and both teams are up 21-0 at halftime. How ironic is that? That they would go and meet next week. They play next week at BK, and both would be 3-0 in league play. So
well,
that would be a good game.
Huge game. Huge game out there.
So Middleton, when we saw them earlier this year, and of course we saw them against Timberline. Timberline, I told you that Nampa game might be tough on Timberline. It's 14-7, you said.
Yeah, it's 14-7 at the half. So Timberline is fighting for the life right now. The Bulldogs trying to make a statement in that game.
And if Capital can win tonight, then Timberline and Capital play next week. They both be 2-1. And we haven't seen much of Capital this year, so it'd be nice to maybe catch that game. So.
Yeah, it would be. We have not. I know last year Capital did fairly well. We did several Capital games last year, so it would be good to do that.
And, of course, if you missed the scores from last night, Rocky Mountain won, as did Meridian. Meridian won their game over Columbia 39-6, and Columbia's now won or lost 21 games in a row. And you got a feel for them there. You kind of hope you got to be rooting for them a little bit.
Yeah, at that point, I remember that it was years ago. It was back in the late '80s. Notice had gone like 4 or 5 seasons without a victory, and they finally won one. And what a big deal it was for that town to win. It was just tough. Another game. This one from the east side of the state, Highland over Skyline right now, 16-0 to score there over in Pocatello.
The other game last night, I mentioned Rocky won. They beat Bora 32-6 was the final there. Rocky now has won 6 straight games, Dave, since we saw him opening night against Mountain View. And what we thought was going to be a titanic clash of great teams at the beginning of the year. And really, it should have been. But for some reason, Rocky just didn't have his game face on in the first half anyway. They committed 5 turnovers. They were down 37-0 at halftime. They did win on the scoreboard the second half, and they haven't lost since. But you know what? All it takes is one half, and you're fighting back the whole year.
Yeah, and which they are. They're fighting that in the rankings. They're fighting that, just an image in prestige. But they've had a great season. They really have.
Yeah, they've really come back.
Another score here: the Melba Mustangs 6. It is Marsing 0. That game at the half as well.
Our game here at halftime right now is 21-0 Bishop Kelly leading the Cavemen of Kuna. And the question I've got, Dave, what can Kuna do to get back in this game?
Well, they've got to find an answer, and I thought they had it at the start of the game. That defensive front really blocking up and stopping the Bishop Kelly run game, but that has since stopped. And I think part of it is that they were out on the field so long that D-line just suddenly, you get those big guys out there, 250, 260-pound guys, they get tired. And I think we counted at one point there was only 6 offensive plays ran, and that was halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah.
And so, you had your defensive line out there a long time, and those guys were just getting tired and getting beat up. So you've got to come up with a way to be able to stop that BK run and try to get something going just momentum-wise on offense to where you're getting first downs and getting points on the board and stop committing penalties.
All right, we're going to be taking a break. We'll come back in a couple of minutes, talk about Boise State. Broncos playing this weekend over at Colorado State. That coming up. Our score again at halftime, Bishop Kelly 21, Kuna nothing. You're listening to the Jackson's Food Store Game of the Week right here on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
And Employee of the Year goes to Janet Juppy. Janet, come up here. You have single-handedly found the best local employees we've ever had.
Sir, boisehelpwanted.com did it.
No, you did it, Janet.
No, I would just log on, post jobs, and start getting resumes in minutes.
Janet, just take the Employee of the Year plaque.
No, I don't deserve it.
So I guess you don't want the raise.
Oh, no, I want the raise.
Atta girl.
Make Employee of the Year. boisehelpwanted.com. Long name, amazing results.
In 1975, John Jackson started Jackson's Food Stores with one service station. Now Jackson's is more than 200 stores strong in 5 states, and they invite you to stop in to help celebrate their 40th anniversary. Jackson's takes pride in serving the Treasure Valley, not just with their great products, but also with their dedication to community, having raised millions for charity. In fact, Jackson's Food Store supports the 630 The Fan MVP Fund benefiting student athletes. Jackson's Food Stores, homegrown in the Treasure Valley.
When you're on your way to a job interview and your car won't start, you panic. When you panic, you make rash decisions. When you make rash decisions, you pay too much for things. When you pay too much for things, that includes a new battery. When you pay too much for a new battery, you get mad. When you get mad, you self-medicate. When you self-medicate, you buy things you can't afford. When you buy things you can't afford, you buy a motorcycle. When you buy a motorcycle you can't afford, you try to hold up a convenience store.
Put the money in the bag!
When you try to hold up a convenience store, you wind up with a clerk who is a 2-time judo champion. When you wind up with a clerk who's a 2-time judo champion, you get beaten up and taken to jail. When you get taken to jail, you end up in the Mugshot Hall of Fame. Don't end up in the Mugshot Hall of Fame. Don't buy an expensive battery. Buy a less expensive battery from the Battery Exchange.
Hi, this is Aaron from the Battery Exchange. Let us save you from the disaster of buying an expensive battery. Come and visit us at our new store, now open on Overland Road in Boise, in Meridian, on Fairview, and in Caldwell on the Boulevard by D&B Supply. The Battery Exchange. All the power, half the price.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Bishop Kelly 21, Kuna nothing. That's the score at halftime here in Kuna. Wayne DeZubak, Dave Burnett with you on our Jackson's Food Store Game of the Week. It's been all BK. They've done it on the ground and a couple of long field goals by Singleman, a 26-yarder and a 36-yarder. Our game also brought to you by Mountain West Bank, home of the totally free checking and free online banking. Steve's Hometown Toyota, worth the short drive to Ontario to save big money. By Go Wireless, now get 50% more data. By Boise Muffler, let Boise Muffler Shop help simplify your day. Foot and Ankle Medical Center with locations in Napa, Fruitland, Mountain Home, and Emmett. Double R Ranch, Northwest Beef, hand-selected quality and unsurpassed flavor. By the Battery Exchange, twice the power at half the cost with locations in Boise, Meridian, and Caldwell. And by Pioneer Federal Credit Union, moving your money forward. Dave, let's move forward and talk a little college football. Boise State at Colorado State tomorrow, 5 o'clock game. Broncos starting to look pretty good the last 3 weeks.
Well, they are. Boise State's looking good, and, it's interesting around the building listening to the Bronco bandwagoners that work with us out there. They're all Brett Rippon this, Brett Rippon that. Ryan Findlay, he was horrible compared to Brett Rippon. But, I have to defend Findlay in that, look at the 2 teams he played. It was Washington, it was BYU. Look at the teams Rippon has played against. It was what's the matter you and who cares you. So he has not, and not to take anything away from the freshman. I mean, he's gone out, he's executed and played well. But to try to compare the 2 quarterbacks, tough to do when you consider who they've played at this point. But I think tomorrow will be a good test. I don't think Colorado State will be a walk in the park. They got a wide receiver. I was trying to remember his name, but the kid's probably a first-round draft pick when it comes to the NFL. And he got 2 defenders in the BSU secondary, both who are hoping to make it into the NFL as well. So you kind of got a future NFL matchup going on at wide receiver and in the secondary.
I think what people like about Brett Rippon, though, just to kind of be on his side a little bit there, is that, Rippon throws a good ball. He's very accurate. He seems to have a lot of composure out there for a freshman, and I think it's just that everybody is kind of hoping for the reincarnation of Kellen Moore.
That's exactly
and I think
what
they're
they're
thinking that, Brett Rippon might just be it because he's a freshman.
Yep.
He actually, Kellen Moore's first game ever was against Idaho State.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Brett Rippon's first game as a Bronco was the second half against Idaho State. So everybody's kind of putting everything together. I will say this. I watched Virginia play Notre Dame.
Yeah.
And Notre Dame won that game 34-27. It was at Virginia, and I thought, oh, boy.
Yeah.
Boise State is going to Virginia, and they are in for an ACC battle there because they played Notre Dame pretty good. And to whip them the way they did, was a shocker. I think it's just not Rippon. I think the whole Boise State team is playing better. I think, Elijah Drinkwitz, the offensive coordinator, I wasn't sure about him at first, but now he's doing everything he can. And, and Harson's not afraid to call those crazy plays.
Yeah. And I think when you do see those gadget plays, if you want to call them that, I think it's Harsin that's calling.
I think they're inventive plays. I really get mad at ESPN when they say
gadget.
You can't trick the trickster, okay?
Yeah.
I really think these are plays designed to take advantage of what the defense is doing, and they're not normal plays that other teams are using all the time.
And that's their fault.
Yeah.
It's their fault for not using them.
They're there. Everybody knows them. Everybody has them.
You're not playing the fumble Ruski? That's your fault.
We saw that work against Oregon and with Kellen Moore.
Yep.
And you got to ask, I think a lot of people are on Facebook saying, did Kellen do it better or did Rippon do it better? Here's my take on that. They both got it done.
Yeah. They both got it done. They both worked, so they both did well with it. But, I think you have it exactly right. People are looking for the reincarnation of Kellen Moore, freshman that can go 4 years and lead you to the promised land. But one thing I will say of interest is that Brett Rippon, if he were to win all the rest of his games, will not have the same record as Kellen Moore because of those 2 games that he did not start.
Well, let me tell you something. One thing that I like about Boise State right now, and I actually like to watch them when they're on defense.
Yes.
I think that defense has scored, 8 times now?
Yep.
That's unbelievable.
And the defensive line is one of the best in the nation.
They're fun to watch. Usually you just want, hey, let's get the offense out there. Let's get the offense out there. But I actually enjoy watching that team play defense.
Yeah, they play very well, and, their defensive coordinators Marcel Yates being very humble about it, saying we got a long ways to go, we got a lot to do, we got this, we got that. He's got a good squad out there. I mean, there's a couple areas that are a little weaker than others, but overall, good defense. You got Darian Thompson, and you have the safety. Drawing a blank right now. Both of these guys perhaps will have a career in the NFL. They're
Dante Dion.
Dion's a little bit small, but it was interesting. I heard Quentin Michael making a comment at the Virginia game. Size doesn't matter if you can cover. It doesn't matter what size you are if you can cover. And he said that kid can cover.
And that's the thing. People don't realize how quick they are to the ball, their movement to get to the receivers and things like that. So, yeah. All righty. You having fun with those flies over there?
I am. I do have some scores. Shall we do them when we come back?
No. You know what? We'll take a quick break. Usually they put 2 minutes on the clock when they get down to zeros. Watch, they won't do that tonight.
No.
But go ahead with anyway.
Okay, some of the other scores. This, by the way, is I thought it was a football score, but I thought, wait, they're not playing. But it was Bora beating Nampa 15-0. Final girls soccer today. So congratulations to the Bora Lions. The gals team winning 15-0. Emmett beating Homedale 20-0. It is Capital over Centennial right now, but it's only 21-14. So that's a real good game going on right there between Capital and Centennial. Timberline is winning their game at the half, and that is 14-7 at the half. Let's see, Middleton beating Caldwell 21-0, and Weiser over Fruitland, that is 7-0. Highland winning their game over in Eastern Idaho.
All righty. Our game here at halftime, Bishop Kelly 21, Kuna nothing. The band is still out there. The Kuna players are out there. And, the band's just taking its sweet little time. But we're going to do this. We're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back. We'll see if the band's gone and the players are here. We'll come back after this on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
Is your family always on the go? Visit your nearest Albertsons Butcher Block and pick up a Double R Ranch Beef 101 guide to discover quick and easy beef recipes to keep your athletes full and healthy. Double R Ranch USDA Choice Northwest Beef is always available at Albertsons. Head over to the Butcher Block today and join Double R Ranch and Albertsons in their support of our local ranchers.
You see a doctor when you don't feel well. When you have a foot or ankle injury, you should see a specialist. At Foot and Ankle Medical Center, Dr. Burke and Dr. Martin specialize in all things below the knee. Sprains, breaks, wounds, even old sports injuries. Foot and Ankle Medical Center has offices in Nampa, Emmett, Mountain Home, and Fruitland. So no matter what end of the valley you're on, there's an office nearby, and you don't need a referral. Foot and Ankle Medical Center, specialists in everything below the knee. Online, footandAnkleMedicalCenter.com.
Hey, new guy. Shovel, right?
Yeah, Ray. And I'm not exactly new. I've seen some action.
What's your story?
Oh, my last gig, I nearly got electrocuted, almost
I'm gonna
drowned.
stand up
My
again.
owner never called 811 to see if it was safe to dig.
Our guy calls every time he digs.
It's quick and easy. Any tool can do it. Calling 811 gets your underground utility lines marked for free. It makes every project safer for everyone.
Hey, safe digging is no accident. Always call 811 before you dig.
Sponsored by Idaho Pipeline Association. Funding from Intermountain Gas Company.
Go Wireless is your local, trusted Verizon Wireless premium retailer dedicated to serving you and providing you with excellent customer service. With 15 locations across the Treasure Valley, their team is here to help you with all your wireless needs. Whether it's time for an upgrade or you're looking to save money on your monthly bill, stop by and let one of their friendly consultants take care of you. Go Wireless wants to take care of you and provide you with only the very best customer service. Shop local and stay connected with Go Wireless.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Kuna 21-0 here at halftime. Wayne Dzubak, Dave Burnett with you here in the Jackson's Food Store. Game of the week. It started at 7 o'clock, was 84 degrees. We're down to 72 degrees now, Dave, so gotten a little cooler and a great night for a football game. Still hard to believe it's October 9th. I figured it'd be like about 50 degrees tonight.
Yeah, I was looking at the high school football schedules, just several games left for these teams. It's like, wow, really already? The season's almost done.
Don't forget, at the end of each game, and tonight's game is no exception, 6:30 The Fan will name a Jackson's Food Store's most valuable player for each team, and Jackson's Food Stores will donate $100 to the athletic department of each player's school. 6:30 The Fan and Jackson's Food Stores supporting high school sports right here in the Treasure Valley. Well, the Bishop Kelly Knights have come out of the locker room, and they've got that 21-0 lead. Kuna Caveman just kind of looking to see what they can do. At one point, Dave, it looked like they might be able to score at the end of the first half. They threw an interception, and it ended up in a field goal down the other end for BK to make it 21-0. I mean, had they scored a TD, could have been 18-7 at halftime. You got an 11-point game, and you've got a lot of momentum going if you're Kuna. And right now, let's see if Ian Smart can get this team's head back in the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's not horrifically out of range, but if you don't make a stop right off the bat and make a statement, you're going to be in deep trouble. So, you got to come back. You had to, my guess is Ian probably got after him in the locker room a little bit, told him, get serious about it. I know it's senior night, blah, blah, blah. Come on, get out there, make a stop, get some momentum going, and play the game.
Well, the Bishop Kelly Knights pretty much have done it on the ground here tonight. They've used all their running backs, Baumgartner. They've used Burley, everybody's just kind of really done a good job of running the football and getting to the outside, and they've made it happen, and they've just kind of wore out this defense for Kuna.
Yeah, well, it's tough. You're out there all but 6 plays in the first quarter and a half, and it's tough to have any go juice left.
Now, Kuna's going to get the football to start the second half. Let's see what happens. Josh Rumsey going back. Cody Troutman going back deep to receive the kick from Singleman, who has 2 field goals tonight, 136 and 126 yards. And that's where we stand, 21-0 as we head here to the start of the third period in Kuna. Smoke from something over there, just kind of, is that the barbecue that's just hanging?
I think it is, yeah.
That's not fair. When you haven't eaten since about 12 this afternoon, to have that hamburger barbecue smoke hanging over there. Troutman's going to take it at about the 4-yard line. He heads back upfield at the 10, 20, up the middle, hits his own man, bounces off him to the 30, to the 35, to the 36. He had a head of steam and ran into his own guy, Dave.
Had he not done that, he may have went all the way that time, but number 23 winding up making the tackle after his own guy got him. That's Tom Derrick. Tom Derrick who made that tackle.
All right, all the way out to the 36-yard line, so here come the Cavemen. Let's see if they make any changes at halftime or stay the same. Nope. They've got Tyson Fuss at quarterback, the junior, 5'9", 165-pounder. Got two men behind him. He's from the shotgun. Hands it off. First man through, being chased outside, out to the 40. Gets to the corner to the 45-yard line, and a nice run getting outside by Dustin Taylor.
By the way, working on that track career as well, as he came coming over the sideline, hurdled the bench, wound up on the track out there. Nice little hurdle at the end of the play.
So Taylor didn't start the game, but he had a couple of nice runs in the first half and getting awarded the start here in the third period. Also back there with him at running back is Owen Jackson. High snap, handed off, big hole, Taylor, 40, 35-yard line as he is tripped up at the last second, but a pickup of 16 yards.
At that time it was Vince Singleman who made that tackle.
And that's another Caveman.
Cindy was running our camera, said, who's the team that came out at halftime?
Handoff up the middle, nothing there this time. And again, that is Dustin Taylor, but he doesn't get anything. In fact, a loss of a yard. So he'll move it back. It'll be second down and 11 out at the 36-yard line.
Not quite sure what Ian Smart said at halftime, but it's kind of lit these guys up.
Fuss looking over at Smart, trying to get the call. Again, he's got Owen Jackson in there. Back to pass, Fuss over the middle, incomplete. Almost caught, but a nice hit right as the receiver was coming down with the ball, knocked it away.
Yeah, at that time, Rex Irby made the tackle on that. He hit him just as he was getting his hands on the ball, so great timing on BK's part that time.
So 3rd and 10 now. And for all the excitement of getting the ball all the way down to the BK 36, now you got a 3rd down and 10, but I'm thinking they're in 4-down territory to the rest of the night. Yeah, Jackson in motion, rolling to his right is Fuss. Here comes the pressure. He throws it, and it's incomplete. And then a late hit and a late flag.
Yep, that one's going to give a first down to the Cavemen. So kind of the medicine that the Cavemen were taking, they're being given it this time.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. It'll be a first down for Kuna. You know, right now they'll take it any way they can get.
Absolutely. You know, you come out, you made a couple good passes, couple good runs, take advantage of a big penalty, try to get down there, get some points up on the board.
A penalty will mark it all the way inside the 25-yard line down to the 22. Make it the 21-yard line is where the official finally puts it down. First down and 10. Caveman from the 21-yard line. Fuss back to pass. Now he's scrambling up the middle, inside the 20, down to the 15, down to the 11. And that's going to be close to another first down.
Yep, nice run by Fuss that time. And I'm going to point this out. Wherever the offensive line coach is for Kuna, they got hold of those big guys, said, come on, you guys got to do your job. They're doing a great job blocking right now.
Timeout, Bishop Kelly. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well. It's first down from the 11-yard line for Kuna, down 21-0, but threatening. We'll be back in 30 after this on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned.
What is troubling you, my child?
My boss thinks I'm brilliant.
Why is that a problem?
It's my job to find qualified local employees.
You are not doing that?
Well, yes, no.
Is it yes or is it no?
I use boise.youtube.com.
I see.
I can post jobs in minutes and resumes just roll in.
I see.
My job is super easy. Should I tell my boss?
No.
No, I should?
No, yes.
What? But it's okay because I am doing my job.
See, now that's easy.
Yes, it is. boise.youtube.com. Long name, amazing results.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
A nice drive here to start the third period from the Cavemen of Kuna. Let's see if they can finish. They've not been able to finish all night long. They've got a first down and 10 from the 11-yard line. Fuss in the shotgun, a quarterback for the Cavemen. Hands it up to Dustin Taylor. He's got the end zone. Touchdown. 11-yard touchdown run by Dustin Taylor off right tackle, and he just took everybody with him. And the Kuna Cavemen take the opening kickoff of the third period and drive it all the way down the field.
I'll tell you what, quarterback Fuss that time, he had a nice fake after he handed the ball off, came back and put his arm up like he's throwing, went through with the motion. I think froze those linebackers with the good blocking up front by the offensive line, got him through for the touchdown.
And so here they go. They'll bring on Elijah Mendez to try the extra point attempt.
It's that goofy split lineup.
Yeah, they always do this, and let's see what they do. Nope, they're going to snap it, go for two, and they throw it over the middle. Good! They get two. Ben Rui was the quarterback that time. He came in and threw it over to Jake Johnson in the end zone. The 6'6" wide receiver, we haven't called his name at all tonight, makes a big catch there with 10:34 to go in the third. It's now 21-8 in favor of BK. 30-second break. We'll be back after this on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
You see a doctor when you don't feel well. When you have a foot or ankle injury, you should see a specialist. At Foot and Ankle Medical Center, Dr. Burke and Dr. Martin specialize in all things below the knee. Sprains, breaks, wounds, even old sports injuries. Foot and Ankle Medical Center has offices in Nampa, Emmett, Mountain Home, and Fruitland. So no matter what end of the valley you're on, there's an office nearby. And you don't need a referral. Foot and Ankle Medical Center. Specialists in everything below the knee. Online, footandanklemedicalcenter.com.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Well, the Kuna offense showed up in the third period. They were looking right down the field, go for two, make it 21-8. And in a very short period of time, erase a 21-0 deficit. Now the big question is, can the Kuna defense have that same drive that the offense just showed out there?
Well, I'll tell you this, the offensive line did a great job that time, Wayne, on that drive. They were holding blocks, they were making the plays. Offensive line, a big difference between the first and second half there.
Rex Irby deep to receive the kickoff, and Irby's going to take it at about the 4. Heads back to his left. He's at the 10, 15, cuts it outside, 20, down the sidelines to the 25-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and a flag late.
If that was going to be a case of the second guy got caught, BK's guy stripped the helmet off of the Kuna player, and the Kuna player retaliated, and I think he's the one that's going to get the flag.
Let's see what they call here. Hey, right, it's always the second guy.
Yep, you just, as a player, you just have to expect that. You can't retaliate because they won't catch the first guy, they'll catch the second guy.
I'm sorry, though. Some guy rips off your helmet like that. Let's see what they call, though. Unsportsmanlike conduct, they're going to call it against Kuna.
Second guy got caught.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, they're going to call it against BK. So nothing's going to happen there.
You and I back up 5 yards.
Now, I don't know why they don't call it. They need have the guys do a love hug, just a great big old man hug or something. You know what I'm saying?
Out to the middle.
Yeah.
Man hug for 5
seconds. Man hug for 5 seconds. That'll teach you now to do that again.
That would be good.
Yeah. That'll teach you. So the bottom line is, after all of that, BK has the ball, thrown 25-yard line. King at quarterback sends a man in motion. Pitches it out right side. And out to the 30-yard line, not much there at all.
Yeah.
No running room by Burley.
But you're going to get a flag on the play because you grabbed him by the collar to drag him down. That's not going to happen. That's a horse collar.
So a horse collar going to be called against the defense of Kuna.
Yeah, Ryan Milburn is a kid trying to catch up with him, but he grabbed him by the shoulder pads to drag him down.
Personal foul, horse collar. So while there's only a gain of a couple, the penalty is going to give BK a first down and get him out up to about the 40-yard line. And they'll mark it off 15. So it's all the way out to the 45-yard line. First down for BK at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, that's always a tough one. You're a defender. You're trying to grab and do anything you can. That's all you get. What are you going to do?
Here come the Knights. King at quarterback sends a man in motion. Has one running back there. Pitches it to him. That's Burley. Burley trying to go left side. Cuts it up to midfield. Puts the shoulder down. And pulls his way for about 3 more yards. That's going to be about a 7 or 8 yard gain.
Brought down by number 9, Matt McLean.
Second down and 2.
8-yard gain.
And that's the thing. I don't know that Kuna is going to be able to stop this running game. They seem to have it in full swing.
But the only way you're going to stop the running game is keep your offense on the field.
Man in motion. Handoff up the middle. That time Yvonne Torres carries the ball to the 43-yard line.
Tackle made that time by Kyler Ray.
And it's enough for the first down as he picks up 5. So first down at the 42-yard line for BK as they now already are into Kuna territory.
I don't think we've seen turnovers in this game.
Oh, now you did it. Torres just straight up the middle. Kind of juked to his left a little bit, got 5. He's got the second down and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Once again, calling his name Kyle Johnson, the tackle for the Kuna Cavemen. He has been very busy on tackles tonight.
And Kuna doing what they did in the first half. They just running the football, running the clock, and when you're down 21-8 now, you gotta get them off the field somehow. Handoff and kicking it outside and close to another first down. BK, nothing up the middle, but Burley just kind of kicked it outside, and he is about a yard shy. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Yeah, Kay Camden had him behind the line of scrimmage, slowed him down, but just couldn't get his arms around him to get the tackle.
So Luke Burley, another tough run there. Boy, they've got a lot. I don't care whether it's Torres or Burley. They're all in there. You know, Baumgartner's run a couple of times strong. 3rd down and 1. And that's Baumgartner, the fullback, right up the middle. He gets to the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 4, and it'll be another first down for BK.
Yeah, the guys running the sticks on the sideline. They're getting a workout tonight as BK is just steadily marching up the field.
That's so frustrating, man, if you just cannot stop that run. And they really do protect the ball. You talked about it.
Yep.
They've not put the ball on the ground. And Tim Brennan told me earlier this week when they can avoid the turnovers, they're a pretty good football team.
Yep, he's right now.
King back to pass on a play action. Looking, has a man open in the end zone, but he's going to tuck it and run, and he slides at the 25-yard line. And that's going to be a pickup of about 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
Senior Matt McLean coming up with the tackle for the Cavemen.
Well, he had Vince Singleman break wide open at the last second, but by that time, Bronson King was already in run mode. So he picks up 5 with the QB slide. Luke Burley, the lone running back. Kingman up under center. Burley takes it right side, got a hole. He's down to the 10, the 5, down the sidelines, into the end zone. Touchdown, Luke Burley.
Just a nice job by the offensive line for Bishop Keller that time, opening up a big hole on that right-hand side.
So they've answered back. BK answering that offensive thrust from Kuna with a touchdown. And they'll go for the point after. They're not going to go for 2, it looks like. They're just going to go Travis Allenbaugh is the point after guy. Singleman is the guy who kicks the long field goals. The hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. So we'll take a 30-second timeout. 6:52 to go here in the third period. And BK has come right back and answered that Kuna touchdown. Our score now, BK 28, Kuna 8 on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
Hey Treasure Valley, Steve's Hometown Toyota in Ontario is all about the hometown game. Steve is a proud sponsor of high school sports and student athletes, and Steve wants to be your hometown dealer. Steve's Hometown Toyota is the Valley's only 13-time Toyota President's Award winner for customer satisfaction, and they promise the short drive to Ontario will be worth big savings. Dare to compare and discover the Steve's Hometown Toyota difference, the hometown dealer supporting the hometown game. That's Steve's Hometown Toyota in Ontario.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
It's
Singleman kicking it off. Let's see, Rumsey's going to come up and take it at the 10-yard line, 15-20. Up the middle, wide open, 30, 35, 40, and he's out to the 42-yard line. And again, that middle came wide open. And good field position for Kuna.
Game-saving tackle that time by number 6 for Bishop Kelly, but he comes off limping. That is Jesse Cordham.
All right, here we go. Kuna High School. Down by 20. Oren Cleary, the running back, along with Tyson Fuss at quarterback. Cleary gets the handoff, tries to go right, and he just cannot shake anybody. He's going to lose 2 tacklers. I mean, it's tough when BK has got Baumgartner in your background before you even get the handoff.
Yeah, and he took too much time thinking about it. He saw that thinking, uh-oh, now where am I going to go? And he thought about it and wound up losing yardage.
Yeah, Baumgartner was in that backfield on the handoff.
Baumgartner having a heck of a game for the Knights tonight.
Loss of 2 to be 2nd down and 12 from the 38-yard line. Everybody jumping. Looks like it's going to be offside against BK.
Yeah, that was just a boneheaded move by the linebacker that time, and he knew it was a bad move.
Well, that'll turn that 2-yard loss into a 3-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 7 now.
That's Gunnar Kuke, who got excited, jumped off sides.
Tyson Fuss in the shotgun. Hands it off up the middle, Cleary. And not a lot there. He'll get 3 yards, but it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 4.5 to 5.
Yeah, but the Kuna offensive line got the initial surge, but then the linebackers came back in for BK and just kind of stuffed the whole thing up after 3.
Ball out to the 48-yard line. Let's call it 3rd and 4.
Kuna really needing a first down here.
Again, you just want to keep that ball. Motion out there. And then you got a tackle who moves early, and it's going to be a procedure penalty against Kuna.
What do you mean the snap count wasn't 1? It wasn't? It was 2? Oh, whoops.
So they trade penalties here.
You always feel stupid when you do that, too. You know, you're out there and suddenly you realize I jumped and I was the only guy. I guess I wasn't paying attention in the huddle.
3 wide receivers to the far side, or the near side now. Let's see what they do. This is a formation we haven't seen. Tyson Fuss back to pass, rolls to his right. He's forced to run, and he is going to get forward to about the 48-yard line, but it's going to be about 3 yards shy of a first down.
Yeah, line play breaking down that time. Number 58 in there, Gunnar Kuke was in there making that tackle.
4th down and 3. What do you do if you're Ian Smart? Your team is down here 28-8. You got 4:50 to go in the 3rd period.
I think you punt it. You can't give it over to this offensive juggernaut by, at the midfield. You got to punt it away.
At this point, it's almost like you got to try something, but let's see what they do here. Jake Johnson, the punter, getting ready to try to kick it away, apparently. Nope, they try the fake. And they're going to throw it over. And then, I tell you what, I thought the Kuna runner may have had the first down just by holding onto the ball, and he tried to pitch it out to Jake Johnson, and it was batted away and recovered by Bishop Kelly.
Yeah, we got a player hurt for Kuna. We got a flag down on the play, and we got a botched fake play in there. Yeah, I think you're right. I think if he just would tuck the ball, put his head down, he would have got the first down.
So they did fake the punt. BK was ready for it, but the ball was snapped, and it looked like the runner had the first down.
Yep, went to the up man.
Or could have had it if he just kept going that way.
I think if he just would have tucked the ball, he would have had the first down by a good yard. He decided he'd go ahead and pitched it. BK kind of tipped the ball, so it was up for grabs. Flag came flying, so I'm not sure if it was a forward lateral or not. I don't think it was.
I don't think it was. Here's the deal. I mean, I'm sure the play was to pitch it to Jake Johnson out there, who was the punter who didn't get the snap, and he was just kind of the trailing runner, so that was probably the way it was drawn up. Bottom line is that at that point you're thinking about, this is the play I got to run, but yet you forget that, wait a minute, I can get the first down.
You've got to be thinking, and he just was not thinking.
Yeah. And that's tough. I can't really blame him.
Yeah, he's doing what's drawn up on the chalkboard.
Yep. And, in fact, that's the player that was hurt, George Nielsen.
Yeah, he was one after he pitched it. He took one right to the chops.
He did. And had he, like you say, had he just tucked the shoulder, he would have had a first down.
But that penalty is going to be on BK. But nonetheless, they have the ball.
They'll have the ball. So whatever happened after the play.
So that's our first turnover of the game.
All right, that's going to move the ball back to the 31-yard line with 4:24 to go here in the third period. BK will have it at their own 31. Bronson King at quarterback up under center. You don't see that very much anymore. Hands it off, and nothing there.
Nice
loss of about a yard back to the 30.
Yeah, BK defense, or the Kuna defense, doing a nice job that time, just plugging the gaps.
Great penetration as they got in there in a heartbeat on Ivan Torres. Torres coming out now, Burley coming in for him.
Burley's had a heck of a night. He has been playing tough.
Yep, he just got that 24-yard touchdown run. Loss of 1, second down and 11 back at the 30-yard line for the Knights. BK defense needs to get off this field. Pitch out to Burley, left side. He cuts it up. He gets nothing. He's been able to make that hole in the past, Dave, but this time he loses another half a yard.
Yeah, Ryan Milburn came up from that linebacker position. The senior really making a stick there as they were trying to string it out and wound up losing yardage.
Third down and 12. So Burley comes out. Whole new offense comes in. Torres comes in. Also coming in is Travis Allenbaum.
I would guess this is the passing package being brought in by BK.
Matt Donnellan comes to the near side. Allenbaum in motion. Back to pass as King throws it the back way and incomplete. They're trying to go to Baumgartner on a backside screen, and the ball, he just didn't have enough arm to get it as he was running to his right, tried to throw it back to his left, and the ball fell short.
Yep, that was a very traditional screen pass for BK that time, but yeah, it was the pass was about 3-4 yards short.
So Troutman will go deep. He'll be at his own 40-yard line to receive the punt attempt here by BK. So a big stop by the Kuna defense. Kuna coming in with the pressure. It's a short kick. Troutman calls for a fair catch coming up to it and grabs it at the 47-yard line. A good job by Troutman that time because he saved a lot of yards by coming up there real quick and making the catch rather than letting it bounce.
Yeah, that was a smart play, made the nice secure catch. Always kind of makes me nervous when they're coming through traffic to do that, but got the ball. Kuna getting great field position to start this drive.
All right, let's see what the Kuna offense can do. The first time they had it, they really moved the ball down the field. .302 to go, 28-8, a 20-point lead for the Bishop Kelly Knights. They led it by 21 at halftime, 21-0. Pass thrown underneath, complete to Johnson. Jake Johnson has it, the 6'6" wide receiver. You just wonder why they don't get the ball to him more. He's so big, and he really has some good hands.
Yeah, he's a big target, and he's got a good 4 or 5 inches on everyone out there.
And about a 12-yard gain, so it's a first down, ball at the 42-yard line. They hand it off. Tyler Dustin Taylor making it all the way inside the 25-yard line, and then BK player had his helmet ripped off, I think just by the play, and so he's going to have to come out for a play.
Yeah, it was Kalen Finkley, who was the guy who bulldogged him to the ground, lost his helmet in the process.
See if they give him a first down or not. They haven't moved the chains yet. Now they do. So it was a first down to the 32-yard line.
All right.
Really nice running by Dustin Taylor.
So right now, Kuna, just don't shoot yourself in the foot. Keep the momentum going.
Puss. Back to pass over the middle. Intercepted. And that is picked off right there. A nice play by Rex Irby.
Yeah, that was just that was a bad pass. Put in the wrong spot. Just not a good pass.
Quarterback never really saw Irby. And Irby just stepped in front of the intended receiver and picked it off.
He was just looking at that big, tall receiver out there. Thought, I'll just throw it up there for him, not paying attention. Not placed well.
That's actually when Irby's probably, he'll tell you later, I was reading the quarterback's eyes. I saw the pattern. I was reading his eyes, and I was just kind of salivating for him to throw it over the middle.
Actually, I was thinking of my date afterwards, and whoops, look what's in my hands.
Yep. So that beleaguered defense, and by that I mean they are tired. They have played tough here in the second half, but they've got to be getting tired, is out there again. And this is Burley being kind of brought down after a gain of a yard.
Yeah, kind of brought down is right. He was just smacked to the ground that time by number 18. That's Taylor O'Neill making the tackle, the senior cornerback.
Luke Burley actually got 3. He's pretty quick, and he gets to that outside. He's coming out now as they switch, and they get Torres in there. So Ivan Torres replacing Burley at running back.
Torres a little more of the up-the-middle guy. Burley's kind of around the ends.
Come out on that triple I formation with Baumgartner in the middle, and he handed off the third man through. That's Torres. He bounces it outside after nothing up the middle. A flag is down, and Torres is down as well out at about the 30. Let's see what the flag is. It looks like it could be holding.
Yeah, it's right in that holding range where the flag was thrown, so this one may be coming back for the Knights.
Waiting for the call, but we assume it's going to be a holding penalty against Bishop Kelly. Let's see. They're looking that way anyway.
And BK's backing up.
Holding BK. Now the official announcement with 1:49 to go third period. 28-8, a 20-point BK lead.
If they're backing way up.
Backing all the way into the, just inside the 15.
So they gave him the 10-yarder.
So you've got second down and about 16. Man in motion. Handed off up the middle. This is Torres. Bounces it outside. Has a seam. He's at the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 40, 35, 30. He's still in bounds. He's down to the 20-yard line before he's finally wrestled out of bounds. They say he finally stepped out at the 22-yard lines. So Ivan Torres with a huge run off the right side takes it all the way down to the 22.
Torres just kind of ran out of gas there at the end as Kuna was able to catch up and shove him out of bounds. You could see that right around the 35. It was like, okay, I'm out of gas.
I'm impressed with this BK running game, Dave.
Yep, they continued to, by committee, run very well.
Don Ellen in motion. They hand it off to Burley up the middle, and Luke Burley is down to about the 11-yard line, very close to yet another first down, gain of about 10.
A lot of those Kuna players right now, and maybe it's fatigue, maybe it's a little discouragement, not really wrapping up, just trying to knock them down.
Yeah, I think it's a combo right now. He was just shy of the first down, so it'll be second down, half a yard. Expect Burley to get it again. He does off the left side down to about the 6-yard line. It'll be first and goal to go for BK.
We got a player down for the Knights.
22 on the tackle, Dylan Rowe.
Looks like a leg cramp really is what it is.
Yeah, they're working on his left leg like it is a cramp. And you remember we talked about it was 84 degrees at game time. Hot. I won't say muggy because it's not
humid,
but it's not exactly a dry day either.
Yeah.
There's enough humidity in the air to make it feel a little bit tougher than we normally see.
Late mid-October like this, typically you're not seeing a lot of cramps because of the weather conditions, but that could be what's happening.
All right, let's take a break. We'll take 30-second timeout while they work on his leg. 1:10 to go here in the third period. 28-8 in favor of BK. And when we come back, the Knights will have a first and goal to go from about the 6-yard line.
We joined Pioneer because we had all of our money at another financial institution and it just wasn't easy. And I thought, this could be better. There's no reason it has to be like this.
With PFCU's Reward You Checking, it is better. Reward You Checking pays you 2% APY on balances up to $10,000. Go to pioneerfcu.org/rewards checking. APY is annual percentage yield. Qualifications must be met each month. Federally insured by NCUA.
Moving your money forward. Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
That's Baumgartner, I won't call him injured player. He did have a cramp, and you could tell just by the way he's walking. You just can't do anything to straighten out your leg.
Let me do this. I always forget to do this. We need to. This is KFXD, Boise, Nampa. Need to give a legal ID as we're pushing toward the 9 o'clock hour.
As compared to an illegal ID?
Yep.
Okay. All right, here we go. First and goal to go for Bishop Kelly. Again, Baumgartner will be fine. He'll just go over and get some water, and they're working with him on the sidelines. It's just a cramp. Handoff. Up the middle, Torres attracts a lot of attention from the guys in black jerseys, and he maybe gets to the 5, or it'll be second and goal from the 5.
They're able to stop that up that time. Just some good play by the defensive line, holding tight.
Second and goal from the 5-yard line. And BK, they take a long time getting their plays in. They've had a couple of delay of game penalties, and then they had to take a timeout one time because they do take quite a bit of time making that happen. Here we go. Torres, the running back. They come on the triple I up the middle. Torres, the third man through. Sneaks inside the 5. Keeps the leg drive going down to about the 3. It'll be third down and goal.
Yeah, quite a pile of Kuna cavemen up there. Dylan Rowe in the middle of that, bringing him down.
That'll keep the clock running. That may be the last play of the third period, folks, as we'll go to the fourth period with a third down and goal from the 3-yard line for the Bishop Kelly Knights. Let's take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be back after this as we head to the final stanza. BK 28, Kuna 8, and we'll see if BK can punch it in here from the 3-yard line on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
When you're on your way to a job interview and your car won't start, you panic. When you panic, you make rash decisions. When you make rash decisions, you pay too much for things. When you pay too much for things, that includes a new battery. When you pay too much for a new battery, you get mad. When you get mad, you self-medicate. When you self-medicate, you buy things you can't afford. When you buy things you can't afford, you buy a motorcycle. When you buy a motorcycle you can't afford, you try to hold up a convenience store.
Put the money in the bag!
When you try to hold up a convenience store, you wind up with a clerk who is a 2-time judo champion. When you wind up with a clerk who's a 2-time judo champion, you get beaten up and taken to jail. When you get taken to jail, you end up in the Mugshot Hall of Fame. Don't end up in the Mugshot Hall of Fame. Don't buy an expensive battery. Buy a less expensive battery from the Battery Exchange.
Hi, this is Aaron from the Battery Exchange. Let us save you from the disaster of buying an expensive battery. Come and visit us at our new store, now open on Overland Road in Boise, in Meridian, on Fairview, and in Caldwell on the Boulevard by DMD Supply. The Battery Exchange. All the power, half the price.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
On a third down and goal, the pitch right side, and it doesn't look like BK is going to make it in. It's going to be fourth and goal from the 1-yard line. So they got it all the way down to the 1-yard line, but that's it. Let's see if Kuna can come up with a big defensive play here. BK looks like it's going to go for it. They're up by 20.
Trying to seal the deal here.
Well, you're a running team, and right now this kind of speaks to your machoism. Can we score? Torres and the triple I. The quarterback kept it from here. Let's see what they do. Hand it to Torres, right side, and Torres is in for the touchdown, but just barely. He breaks the plane, and that's going to give BK a little bit more breathing room at 34-8.
Yep, and now you're going to see BK just run the ball, run the clock.
And what's the difference?
Yeah, they did pass once in a while in there. Not very often. We have not seen it.
I'm just giving you a bad time. They've been impressive on the ground here tonight. Torres with the touchdown from 1 yard out, and with 11-12 to go in the ball game, Allenbaugh will come on to try the extra point to make it 35-8. Kick is up. And it is good. So we'll keep it here since we just took a timeout. We ran one play and scored. We'll just kind of hold it right here tonight. Again, next week, we're kind of keeping an eye on all the games that are unfolding here tonight. It looks like Middleton was leading, and I'm talking about 4A football, and with BK winning, that would mean Middleton and BK play next week, and they would both be 3-0 in league play day. That's going to be an important game.
That will be. Now, where's that game being played?
I think it's at BK.
At BK.
But I don't know 100% sure.
Yeah, and then you have both.
Let me see if I can find it out for you since you asked.
Okay, both Capital and Capital and Timberline winning their games. They will be playing at Donna Larson next week, so that would be an important game for both of those teams, as they're kind of one-loss teams trying to get in the playoffs.
It would be at Bishop Kelly. So that's where I thought it would have been. So Middleton does play at Bishop Kelly next week, and if everything stands as it is, both of those teams will be 3-0 in their division. All right, and again, if Capital and Timberline both win tonight, that's going to be a big game down at Donald Larson Park next week between those two.
And they're both leading in their games right now.
We haven't seen Capital for a while, so that would be the game that we would choose as our Jackson's Food Store game of the week. It's not rocket science that goes into picking the games we do, but there is a little bit of,
Yeah, we try to pick the games that have some significance to them.
All right, here we go. The kickoff by Singleman. It's going to come down to Rumsey at the 12-yard line. He kicks it back outside to the 15, the 20, down the sidelines to the 30, and out of bounds to the 35-yard line. A nice run back by Rumsey.
Yep, finally wrestled down on the sidelines there by number 66 for Bishop Kelly.
Josh Rumsey, a junior, 5'11", 170-pounder. He actually, in the Emmett game, was our player of the game, Dave, for Kuna.
By the way, and I want to say his name just because number 66 for BK, great football name, Jake Stone.
All righty. All right, 11:03 to go here. 35-8 is our score. Handoff up the middle. And again, that's Dustin Taylor. Not much there. Taylor gets about 2 yards, second down and 8. So once again, whatever it is, the Bishop Kelly Knights, whatever kind of magic they have over these Kuna Cavemen, it's here again tonight. Handoff to Taylor. Taylor just running hard. I love the way he runs out to the 41-yard line. It'll be third down and about 4.
Tackle that time by number 61. That's Connor Duncan. A nice solid. Wrapped him up, brought him to the ground.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Also in there at running back, Jackson Owen. So Taylor and Owen, the running backs. They give it to Taylor again. This time Taylor is stopped. Looks like he had a big head of steam up, and all of a sudden he just came to a grinding halt about a yard shy. It'll be fourth down and maybe a little bit more than a foot.
Well, that's in part because Mark Brenniger was in there and just wrapped him right around the knees and just stopped his momentum.
A lot of what we haven't seen tonight, the quarterback, Tyson Fuss, sometimes you think a quarterback keeper would work. He hands it off to Taylor up the middle, and Taylor's going to be stuffed, but rolls to his left and gets the first down on second effort.
That time, Jake Jorgensen made the tackle. Jake's going to have to come out of the game, lost his hat.
And that's another caveman.
So that's a first down, and it was all Dustin Taylor who got it done. He was stopped pretty much at the line of scrimmage and just kept the leg drive going and rolled to his left and got the first down. Back to pass Fuss. Here comes the pass. And incomplete. The flag goes down, and let's see if they're going to call interference. 2 number 4s went after it. It was Jake Johnson going up for it on offense, and Travis Allenbaugh on defense. Let's see who they call.
I think this may be offensive interference, and that the Kuna receiver just kind of laid into the body.
Let's get BK. I was going to say, because Jake Johnson was going up for it, and Allenbaugh kind of blocked his way, and you got to go for the ball, and he didn't play the ball.
Yep, kind of playing the man more, so that way they made the call. Jake Johnson, by the way, comes off the field limping a little bit.
Or you could say, we want to get to our car safely call, so as a makeup for earlier.
Exactly. Honey, you don't have to start the car yet.
Yep, there you go. Ball's at the 39-yard line. Controversial, if you weren't with us in the first half, controversial pass interference call. Keeper by Fuss. I thought we might see that a little bit more, and he gets it all the way down to the 33-yard line, gain of 7 yards, and we just had not seen that.
Yeah, the Kuna coaching staff may have heard what you said earlier and decided, that is open because it's a play and option that's been open.
It has. I mean, you just fake it to the running back and then run it. Now, you can't use it all night, but Capital made a living on that last year with their quarterback. Back to pass, looking deep. Can't find anybody, so he tucks it, and Tyson Fuss took a little bit too long to make a decision there whether to run or throw, and he gets maybe a yard, but it's going to be third down and long.
Yeah, John Baumgartner basically planting his face in the dirt saying, take a look at that.
It's one of those things where if they're not open, you got to start going. And
you can't think about it. Once you decide to go, you go.
So third down and 5. Fuss hands it off to Nelson. And I keep calling him Nelson, Dustin Taylor. And Dustin Taylor with a great run gets a first down.
Yep, came off that left side, made it around the end, made it up there and picks up the first down, plus a few yards.
So Dustin Taylor gets it inside the 25-yard line, down to the 24-yard line. And I just like the way he has run. He's been a difference here tonight. Taylor again. This time he's met by everybody up the middle. There's not much there. That defensive front for BK kind of saw it coming.
Yeah, in the middle of there, they kind of had a slant. I was watching that as they all slanted into the gaps that time. Caveman not really picking it up well, and it showed because there was just no room to run.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 as no gain on the play. Taylor still in there at running back. Fuss fakes to him, looks down the sidelines, throws out on the flat, and a nice catch right at the sticks made there. And it's a great reception by Jeremy Miller.
Yeah, Miller just standing out there saying, throw it to me, as defender out there, really not making a move on the ball. So if that's open, throw it.
And it's going to be, they're going to actually mark it down about a yard shy, so it'll be 3rd down, a little bit more than a yard and a half. Dustin Taylor up the middle, busts the tackle, busts into the end zone, touchdown. Dustin Taylor, and then a flag late. But Taylor got in there just right up the middle. Boy, I like the way he runs.
Yeah, he might be my candidate for Kuna's player of the game, for the Jackson's player of the game. So we'll find out which side that penalty is called on. But right now they're calling a touchdown, so it looks like it's going to be on Bishop Kelly.
And it is a touchdown for your Cavemen.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Kuna. Well, something happened after the touchdown, but the touchdown does count. It's 35-14. Ben Rui in there. Well, they put fireworks off for the touchdown. I guess they have fireworks here, huh?
Yep. After they score, they shoot off the fireworks.
Did I miss the first one?
You did. You were under the table. I think you thought somebody was shooting at you.
I wasn't sure what was going on. So let's see what they do here. It looked like it was unsportsmanlike conduct against Kuna, but they haven't really.
They haven't signaled yet whether it is or not.
And it will be on the kickoff.
Yep.
So.
All right. So that's going to be, that'll be a great opportunity if you assess that on the kickoff for Kuna to go ahead and try that onside kick.
Okay, so Kuna's going to go for 2.
Which they made last time.
I think it's against Kuna, Dave. So
do you?
Yeah. I think it's against Kuna. But
then why would you not assess it on the extra point?
Let's see.
Another flag down.
Yep, now we're getting kind of sloppy with the flags. And let's see what we have here. Illegal procedure against Kuna. So that'll back it up 5 yards as they try to go for 2. They've got the offense in there.
Yeah, at this point of the game, go ahead and go for 2. You have nothing to lose by that.
7:26 to go in regulation. 35-14 is our score in favor of Bishop Kelly. The Knights led at 21-0 at halftime. So again, Tyson Fuss back, looking, rolls to his left. Now he's going to be sacked, and so nothing doing. So we'll take a 30-second timeout. That's going to end that. And our score with 7:26 to go here in regulation is now Bishop Kelly 35 and Kuna 14 on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
We joined Pioneer because we had all of our money at another financial institution and it just wasn't easy. And I thought, this could be better. There's no reason it has to be like this.
With PFCU's Reward You Checking, it is better. Reward You Checking pays you 2% APY on balances up to $10,000. Go to pioneerfcu.org/rewards-checking. APY is annual percentage yield. Qualifications must be met each month. Federally insured by NCUA.
I don't know why they didn't assess
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
So Kuna scores. That's the good news. Bad news is they didn't make the 2 points, and because of the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, they now have to kick off from the 25-yard line. So it's not been a great night for the Kuna Cavemen and their fans with 7:26 to go in regulation, down 35-14 to the number 1 team in the state, 4A anyway, the Bishop Kelly Knights.
Yep, which I thought for sure if it was an unsportsmanlike on the offense, they'd assess that on the extra point, but it's coming back on a kickoff.
Especially if they're going to go for 2. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at that point, you would think that would take away the 2-point conversion right there attempt and make it a really tough 1-point conversion.
Or really, really tough, too. But nonetheless, now you're kicking off from your own 25-yard line. You need an NFL foot now.
Yep. Yeah, you do. You've got receivers standing at the 30-yard line. Normally they're at the goal line. So here we go. The kick goes on the ground, and they've got another flag. It was just like an onside kick, offside against Kuna.
Yep, so they're going to back her up to the 20-yard line to kick this one off.
The idea, I guess, was good. Try to catch BK sleeping or napping and maybe find a hole there and be able to pick up the bouncing ball. But now the element of surprise is gone.
And it was a little bit, it was kind of an onside, but it kind of squibbed all the way to midfield.
Yeah, it was like an on-squib.
Yeah, you'd have to, the BK guys would have to really fumble and bumble that one not to just fall on it. So now you're kicking off from your own 20. It's like a safety kickoff.
All right, now everybody's moved up to about the 35-yard line. So either way, Bishop Kelly should get good field position here, up 35-14 with 7:25 to go here in. And that's a nice little kickoff. Goes over everybody's head. It's going to bounce all the way back down. Yeah, down to the 18-yard line. It's picked up by Burley. Burley back up to the 30 and then just unceremoniously stopped right at the 32.
Yeah, that tackle that time by number 13 for Kuna, Johnny Waxmom, I believe is his name. Long flowing locks that come out of that helmet.
Yep. Waxmonski is the guy who made that tackle.
He's got a nice head of hair on him. He needs to do like a shampoo commercial. I just couldn't play that way. Especially with
what's that with the long hair?
Yeah, especially since that hair's in play. If you can grab by the guy by the hair, you can do it.
I never had really long hair, but I had kind of the Beatle cut. So, because if you look at the Beatles today, they're not long.
No.
They're really conservative compared to some things. Handoff up the middle, nothing there. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage is Torres. But my point is that I could never do that because my dad would sit there and go, "You look hideous."
I remember my junior year, the coach is all about you need to get your haircut short, and the whole team went and got their hair buzzed.
Yeah, I did that. Well, I had a crew cut when I was a junior.
It was better than a crew cut.
Yeah.
It was the number one blade. We just had our heads buzzed. Everybody came in that way. And the coach went, well,
wow.
Okay.
Now, I wouldn't go with the buzz. I'd go with the crew cut, but I'm not going to go with the buzz.
And we had enough griping by him.
2nd down and 12. Bronson King, the quarterback, keeper around the outside, and he's going to get it out across the 35 to the 37-yard line. And a flag goes down late, so we got another flag, and we got a couple of people going after each other. And
a little push and shoving going. We'll see who got caught.
We got frustrations here tonight.
Well, you had two teams coming into this game with high aspirations. BK has just been owning the game so far, and Kuna just frustrated. They just can't get it going. And they're walking it off against the Cavemen.
Going to be against the Cavemen. And it's going to be a big one all the way to midfield and more. To the 49-yard line of the Cavemen.
Yeah, you had a great kickoff and really got them fairly deep considering you go from your 20 and now you turn around and give them 15 of it back.
So with a 1st down and 10 from the 49-yard line of Kuna, I will be surprised to see these guys put it up in the air. They hand it to Luke Burley around the outside. He's to the 45, and we got a flag down.
That's a holding call on Bishop Kelly that time. We had a handful of jersey. The whole crowd roared for that one.
That was right in front of the hometown crowd here, so they made the call. You make the call, and they did.
Yep.
And they're going to get it.
Yeah, get a handful of jersey like that, you're going to get caught every time. I mean, you're always grabbing, and when you're that offensive line, you're always grabbing jersey, but you got to learn how to do it and hide it. Get it up close to the body so it can't be caught.
Yep, you just got to keep those hands inside your chest, and when you do that, that helps out. But if you get those hands outside on the shoulder pads and,
especially when you're wearing all white and they're in all black.
Exactly.
You got to be thinking that way.
Okay, with the penalty, brings it back to the 45-yard line of Bishop Kelly. It'll be 1st down and 16. Burley in motion. They hand it off to Torres. Torres up the middle. And maybe a couple. Out to the 47, maybe 48 at best.
Yeah, there's an offensive lineman who played for Boise State. He's now in the NFL. I won't name who he is, but if you watch him, he always wears gloves. If he's in a colored jersey and the defense is in white, he'll wear white gloves. If, it's the other way around, if the defense is in black and they're in white, he'll wear black gloves. And he does that so his hands can't really be seen grabbing the jerseys as well. He will remain nameless, but he used to play for BSU and now is offensive lineman in the NFL.
Okay. There's a few of those, so you got your choice. Man in motion, King up under center. Pitches it out right side to Perez. And he's out across the 50 and about the 48-yard line. So Ivan Perez picks up about 6. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
Crowd getting very quiet here in Kuna.
Kuna players, the Kuna fans have really not had much to get excited about here tonight. And now it's one of those things where it's like a slow death because BK just keeps running it. The clock keeps going, and you're just kind of like, man, we've lost all hope that there's a chance to come back with this thing. So right now it's a big 3rd down and 7, a chance for the Kuna Cayman to get out of this thing, and another flag. We've got really flag happy.
Timeout.
They threw the flag, but it was for a timeout. Okay.
Yeah, they were about to get nailed for too much time.
That's what it was.
Timeout
at the last second by BK. Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back. 4:42 to go here in regulation. 35-14. BK leads it on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
At Boise Muffler Shop, they know cars are always trying to tell us something. Low tire pressure, a light comes on. Same when you haven't checked the oil for a while. And of course, there's the dreaded check engine light. For more than 25 years, Treasure Valley drivers have trusted Rod at Boise Muffler to knock their lights out. Well, you know what I mean. Boise Muffler Shop on Fairview specializes in all types of exhaust systems, while basic auto repairs are the expertise of the Boise Muffler Shop location at 36th and Chinden. Boise Muffler Shop. They can simplify your day.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
3rd down and 7 for Bishop Kelly as we come back here with 4:42 to go in the ball game. Handoff up the middle. New running back in there for Bishop Kelly. That time it was Rex Irby, and Irby does not get the 1st down, but it's going to be 4th down and 3.
Right down to number 41, Marty Emery.
So they're going to kick it away. It looks like they may well kick it away rather than try to go for it. So they've got Ben Ruby in there to kick it away, standing at his own 45-yard line. Troutman goes deep for Kuna. Long count. They just run that play clock down, don't they? Good snap. No pressure. Troutman lets it go over his head and into the end zone. So it'll be brought back, a touchback to the 20-yard line. That's where Kuna will take it. They'll have 3:52 to go here in regulation, down 35-14. Still looking for an answer to kind of get back on the scoreboard.
Shocker going on in this one. Mountain View taking on Boise tonight. Oh, no, wait, I read it wrong. It's 51-0. Mountain View beating Boise.
You're trying to scare me.
Just a little bit. Yeah, the Mavs easily handling the Boise Braves tonight. 51-0, and I'm going to guess in the second half, Mountain View has another clock-running game.
Wow.
Man, they're just playing flawless football right now.
They are. They really are getting after people early and making it happen.
Yep. Now, mind you, they're in a real soft part of their schedule.
Yeah, I know. But still, they're beating the people they should beat the way they should beat them.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Kuna. Fuss back to pass, looking deep down the field, throwing it long. Nobody's there except a BK defender, and it's intercepted at the 48-yard line. And any hope of a comeback, albeit kind of slim, just kind of walked out the building.
Yep, so at this point, and as we've seen anyway, BK will be content to keep it on the ground and grind the clock out.
And that poor Kuna defense has been out there all night long, Dave, trying to stop that offense, and right now they've got to stop it again. BK with a ball at the 49-yard line of Kuna.
Yeah, if you're a parent of a Kuna defensive player, don't worry, they're not going to want to go out tonight. They're going to want to go home and go to bed.
Well, at least you got to see your kid play a lot.
Yeah, you did.
I always go to see my kid play, and you want to see him play either way. Handoff up the middle, nothing there, and maybe a gain of a yard.
Kuna players slow to get up.
Still a lot of hitting going on back there, and officials got to watch this because there's, you come in here, like you said, you had high aspirations, high hopes coming into this game as Kuna. Now there's a lot of frustration kind of flowing out there when you see the clock ticking away, and you're going to lose this game here tonight. You prepared all week for it. 2nd down and 9 at Triple I out there again. Don't see that very often anymore.
No, you don't. I like it. I always have liked it.
King pitches it out and up the middle. And not a whole lot of running room for Irby there. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage, loss of a yard. So it'll be 3rd down and 10. And I think somebody's going to call timeout here. Who is Kuna calls timeout. So they're not giving up. 35-14. Let's keep it here with 2:56 to go in regulation anyway. And I would think this would be the game as well. 35-14. Dave, Bishop Kelly next week. It looks like they're going to meet Middleton. They're going to host Middleton. They're going to be 2 teams that are 3-0.
Yeah, that'll be a big game for 4A. That'll be a real big game going on there. So, in BK, they have run like a #1 team tonight. There have been very few mistakes. Kuna has made challenges in the middle there for a while, but I think, again, fatigue has just played a factor on the defense for Kuna. They just can't stay on the field all night. But BK has looked very strong all the #1.
You got to hand it to them. They really came in here and just took it to Kuna from the get-go.
Yeah, they did.
Kuna really was looking forward to having them on their home field, and I talked to Tim Brennan earlier, and he goes, he said, we just got to go in there and just play our game and we'll be okay, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, Middleton ahead in their game right now, 27-7.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, with that game being at BK, I'm already picking, BK to be there. BK, instead of sitting around and running the ball, they go for it. They pass it out into the flat. It's complete all the way down to the 21-yard line, a 1st down. So they tripped everybody up, Bishop Kelly did, and they threw it out in the flat to Ben Ruby.
Okay, I'm a defensive player for the Cavemen. That doesn't set well with me. You've already got me down. Why are you kicking me in the teeth? That does not set well with me at all.
Well, not with 2:45 to go in the ball game. You just kind of want to run it. And maybe they'll do that now. Ruby goes to the right. And they got a new quarterback in there now. Bryce Mears is in there, quarterback. He's up under center. Mears hands it off up the middle, down to about the 15-yard line. Pick up a 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Well, right now, Bishop Kelly kind of playing for the future, getting some of the younger guys, getting some game experience, letting them have a taste of the Kuna Cavemen. Some of their offensive line has changed down now, too, not their starters.
And they're just going to let this clock pretty much run. They will take the entire play clock. BK will. They got 2nd down and 6. Again, Mears at quarterback. Hands it off. Nope, he keeps it right side. And he's down inside the 10. And then we got a flag from way across the field. And it was thrown about 30 yards. So Mears is all the way down to the 5-yard line where it would be 1st and goal to go. But let's see what the flag is.
I'm wondering if it is a face mask. Nope, it's a hold against BK.
Yeah, that'll back it up. Boy, it came from an official that was way over on the other side. I swear, he threw that flag about 30 yards.
Yeah, that's why I thought from that far away maybe he saw an angle of a face mask. But nope, not the case. The Knights are going to back it up.
So instead of 1st and goal to go from the 5, they're going to bring it back out to about the 17-yard line where it'll be 2nd down and 7. And the clock continues to run, 1:40 to go here. Again, you got a lot of new players in there for BK. Mears the quarterback. He's not new, but Ben Ruby is in it. Running back, he's not been in there all night for the most part on a regular basis. Torres and Burley have been the running backs. So they're just letting that clock go down to 1:19. They hand it off. And again, the quarterback keeps it. Mears, right side. Again, it goes out of bounds inside the 10, down to about the 6-yard line. That'll be a 1st and goal to go.
Yeah, that was the exact same play they played last time where they had the offensive holding. So not a big surprise there. It's like it worked last time. Let's do it again.
And they put it right at the 5-yard line. And at this point, I'll say this, that if I'm Tim Brennan, I take a knee. I don't know.
Well, do you do that to your backups? See, to me, your backups, go ahead and play the game. You're a backup. It's a tough call.
Let's see what Mears does. Hand it off, up the middle. Not much there, down to about the 3-yard line. And that, again, was Ruby. So we're under a minute to go here, 35-14. BK going to win it tonight, go to 5-2 overall. 3-0 in the league. Caveman will fall to 4-3 and 2-1, and now they're going to take that knee that we were talking about before.
Yeah, that's the right call by BK.
And so that's a knee, and that should be the last play of this football game. As the players now talking to each other, just shaking hands. A hard-fought game here tonight, but it was all BK, and that running game for the Bishop Kelly Knights just really, really, really strong. Down to 15 seconds to go. BK now going to be 5-2 on the year, 3-0 in league play, and if Middleton holds on to win here tonight, they'll host Middleton next week, and Middleton and BK will both be 3-0 in league action, and BK will be the #1 team in the state again next week. So that's going to do it. The clock is down to zeros. Our final tonight, Bishop Kelly 35 and Kuna 14. We'll be back in 2 minutes to wrap this up and hand out our MVPs and our Pioneer Federal Credit Union moving forward play of the game coming up for you right after this on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.